Are we ready for D&D?
Yeah.
So last time we played, you guys had started your journey to fulfill your 2-part mission, blowing up a Simic laboratory, which went pretty well. And then you got in a carriage and headed off out of the 10th district towards the Masidi district, where there's an entrance to Zonot 2. You ran into a couple difficulties along the way. The wreckage of something that was referred to as the Dragon Brawl when you were speaking with Zav Keldo. But eventually you managed to arrive in Zonot 2 in what looked like an outdoor aquarium. Ignoring most of that, you descended down into the tunnels below where you boarded a ship. And that was where we left off, and we'll now be picking up.
For my benefit, can you describe the boat one more time?
Yes, so it's a small boat and looks like it was probably, would ideally be crewed by at least a half dozen people, maybe a couple more, but you think you can manage if everyone listens very carefully. You might not be able to go full speed, but there does seem to be some weird underground current, and the only light is that from glowing algae and luminescent fish swimming under the surface of the water, along with a little bit of light from the docks. But there's a few ships moving along. You think you'll probably be fine, probably.
So you're gonna drive this thing for us, right?
I'm gonna be at the helm because that's what I do.
What do you need me to do, Captain?
No, she's gonna drive it, and we can just hang out.
I need, untie the masts, get everything set, ready to go.
I'm gonna ask Ramor to make a wisdom check.
Oh boy, wisdom, just straight
Wisdom?
Okay.
Yep.
For boats?
I mean, I am a wise person.
A whiz.
15.
Okay. And then I'll ask everyone to make either a athletics or acrobatics check, your choice, to handle a lot of the rigging as you're running around back and forth.
12.
Natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Yeet.
I got my little critical
You're just like
What's the
roll.
total then?
Flipping
Because
around
you've
the
got
boat.
pretty good acrobatics,
25.
Ramor?
That's my total.
15 is my wisdom.
Oh, no, as
Oh.
athletics or acrobatics
Oh,
as
I
well.
didn't realize that was me.
Yeah, you're at charge, but like I said, you have a small crew, so everyone's pitching in.
Yeah.
Oh,
no. 7.
Tan does very well, and Wemo tries her best.
It's the effort.
Hi, Molly.
Molly.
These fish are loud.
Never heard that kind of noise before.
The local dogfish.
Simic fish.
This really isn't that hard, except that this is what you did, for a living.
I'm just imagining Harlan, holding onto a rope and, pulling on it, but there's, some sort of pulley thing, they, go up in the air. They're like, ah!
Harlan, that's not how you do it. You literally just,
And then you pull
And I
the
do,
rope, and I'm, on the ground. And I'm like,
some...
okay.
And as you get moving and going along, all you know really is that you're heading further west, that the small island that holds the warehouse is further that direction. But you notice as you approach what looks like an underground tunnel, the water continues through it, but it narrows to only be about 50 feet across, easily big enough for your boat and other boats to fit through, but still kind of narrow.
Okay. And he's directing us towards it?
Yes.
Okay.
There's about 24 of these in Zonot 2 alone. Lots of tunnels connecting different areas of the underground sea.
Well, I'm gonna make a heading for it, and do I see any other boats going in or coming out of it at the moment?
So you don't see any other boats, but as you're heading straight towards it, you do see some small, what look like bipedal fish creatures working away, cutting away at moss and plant life nearby. At first, it looks like they might be clearing the path, but as you get closer, you see they're working with smaller, finer tools, and it looks like they're shaping or purposefully gardening the moss instead. And they look up as your boat approaches, and you see one of them start to wave.
I wave back.
Is he just saying hi, or does he seem to be telling us to stop?
He doesn't seem to be waving you down. He just waves, goes
Okay.
back to his work.
Okay. Alright. Well, I'll carry on.
Okay. So you guys continue on past them. The tunnel itself runs only about 50 feet before coming out into another large section of the sea, and you'll find yourself continuing forward. As you're away from the dock, it is very low light coming from constant, always shifting, brightly colored glow underneath. There's a lot of different fish underneath, glowing shades of green, red, blue, yellow, pink, and it's just a constant glow, an ever-shifting rainbow, if you will. Anything that you guys would discuss or tend to on your journey? You know you have a few hours of sea travel.
What?
So, just so that we know we're all on the same page. What are we doing?
I was just following you guys. I don't
Yeah.
really know. You're supposed to be used to this kind of sea travel.
Sorry, I've been focused on piloting. I had to warm up my voice.
It's the moss.
Yes, the moss in the
Allergies.
air.
Well, you're a cleric. You can just heal yourself.
Can you heal allergies?
Okay, well perhaps I should just focus on, navigating instead of, my own throat, but it's up to you.
That's weird. Why can't you do both?
I ignore her. It seems
Did
like
you hear
so far
me?
we're just kind of, following what Tan has been kind of directing us towards. I'm just kind of going along with it too. I imagine that once we see what we're going for, we'll kind of know it, because it'll probably be very important or guarded or something. But beyond that, I have no idea.
Well, did they tell us specifically what the angle art looks like?
believe
No,
so.
not really. I just
Not
kind of
mine.
thought maybe we would show up and it would just be really apparent.
Just like a glowing artifact of some sort, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we were just kind of told that it can lead us to a sword
Wait,
which
it's
defended
told
the
me-
guild pact. I don't. I don't really
does
know.
Tan or Wemo know what it would look
Wait, I've
like?
been
Are they
referencing my
listening?
notes.
Are
It's
they
a scroll or a
Suddenly,
plaque.
Remo pops
Of
out of
course.
invisibility nearby. Whee! No, I don't really know. Zavi always said that it was just some kind of thing.
That is so incredibly
It's really old,
unhelpful,
though.
Wemo.
It's really old.
But to your understanding, do you know kind of where we're going and when we'll find what we're looking for?
I know where the old warehouse is.
That's good.
We'll look for an old thing when we get inside.
Perfect.
That was kind of my plan.
Okay.
All right, Wemo, we're on the same page.
It's one of those things that you'll know it when you see it, I think.
Do we know if the old warehouse is inhabited by anyone? Squatters, perhaps?
I don't know. We don't really get much news from outside the 10th. Not much happening out in the city.
I understand.
But with the tunnels east of here closed down, definitely no one who went to the 10th is going to be back anytime soon.
Oops.
So, generally speaking, all these people, traveling these waterways, where are they coming from? Where are they going? Is this trade? Or-
It's trade and also research, just work. A lot of the people down here, they just live down here, they work down here, they maintain different public works. The Simic are in charge of just a lot of the biodiversity throughout Ravnica, so maintaining all those fish cages up there is part of their stuff, I guess.
And it's generally okay that's we are down here too. It's not like we aren't allowed.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They put those cages up there for tourists to come see.
Oh.
I hear they're trying to build up that kind of stuff in this area since the fifth zone got obliterated.
Wait, when did that happen?
Like half a year ago,
What happened?
there was this dragon, and he fought against Niv Mizzet, and they kind of just destroyed a lot of things in their conflict.
Did we know this already?
We knew about Niv Mizzet fighting a dragon. I think we understood that a few things had been destroyed. A few areas. Did we pass through the fifth
Zonat.
Zonat?
Yes.
On our way here?
There was
Yes.
a large hole
And it
where
was
you
just like
got
a big...
ambushed by some Viashino.
Did one of us get a big map of where we're going? I remember, or maybe it was drawn on there.
It was drawn.
Okay.
On
Ju-
the,
just the general area towards the second zone. Once you get to the second zone, you were told you were just going to the main island where the Simic operate
Okay.
in the second zone. So the place you came from just now was more of a touristy area, and you're heading towards where the laboratories and warehouses are.
Okay. Limo, I understand that where we are now is kind of like a public byway, but when we get to this island where the warehouses is that off limits? Will we have to be careful?
I mean, people go there all the time. Emissaries, business people. Like, I don't think you'll stand out too much.
Okay.
I mean,
And,
apparently we look crazy for Ravnica people. We don't look
I can
right.
imagine.
and we can always be super stealthy. Whoosh, and then Wemo disappears.
Could you do
Oh,
that to
God.
me?
And then she reappears. No! It's a Wemo special!
Baby.
Baby?
Hey, just like really fast. Can you remind me who the fuck Tan is?
Tan's our driver.
That's it. That's it.
Thing.
I didn't like
We have
write
a
that
picture
out.
of Tan.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't have Tan's hair though.
Similar to a lot of the cloaked figures who you met while you were in the tavern.
Just
Very
a
nondescript and
Demir Hottie.
yes, a Demir Hottie, exactly the words I was
I want
about
to
to
be a
say.
Demir Hottie.
I am
Damn.
so committed to the Demir right now. I don't even care. That's
It's because they're rogues.
they're all rogues and they're all super
I
hot.
mean, that was me in the Izzet League, and then see what happened there.
Listen, the Izzet League cannot be trusted.
The Izzet League is
And this
bullshit.
collection of spies can be trusted?
Yes.
Okay.
Mon and I are in agreement on this one.
I'll consider that while we're way out here on a boat.
Rogue.
Doing something for them.
Let's all multi-class. Let's go.
As rogues. Just a party of fucking rogues.
A wizard.
We all have
rogue,
2 levels in
multi-class.
something, and then all the rest of our levels in rogue. Because we just joined Demir and took our lives.
Okay.
This
Yeah,
becomes a
Joey,
crime
campaign
procedural.
over. We all joined House Demir, live our lives that way.
Is there anything else you guys are doing on the boat?
I want to be a private investigator.
On the boat? Where are you investigating? Where / whom?
I don't think I have anything I need to do on boat.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty alright too. Level 3, everybody.
In between helping with the running of the ship, I want to just clean my sword, polish her up, make sure it's nice and sharp.
Can I draw like a loose map of where we've been, like the path we've been taking?
Yeah. Like I said, you're going to head through a few more of these small tunneled areas and you try to chart it. It's mostly just west, slight northwest.
I just need to know how to get back out here if we,
Yeah.
for some reason, don't have Tan.
So you're going to be kind of looking around, keeping an eye on that stuff. You're cleaning your sword. Anything extra besides tending to the ship?
Hey, Harlan. It's generally considered bad luck to be on a boat without a name. We should name this boat.
We should name this boat.
Yes.
Alright.
Ladders. There are a lot of ladders here, so it's fitting.
Well, there are a lot of things you're not used to here in Ravnica. You're from, the boonies, right?
I don't know what that means.
You're from, the backwoods.
I don't know what that means.
If you don't know what the boonies means, that means you're from the boonies.
Oh.
Then we can name it the Boonies. My vote was for ladders,
The
though.
boonie ladder.
I think boonies is
That's
very
odd.
Okay. 3 votes for ladder. Ladder.
Good. Ladder. Ladders.
Make a note of it.
I write it down in my notebook.
Harlan,
C.
make a perception check. for
Great.
me.
Great. Great.
It's all fine.
7.
Okay. In that case, you guys continue on through these sub-ocean tunnels. Someone roll a d6 for me.
New D6. Thank you, Joey. 4.
Ooh. Now, everybody make a perception check
Oh, no.
Based on.
based on sight.
22.
9.
Is natural 20 not ability checks are not a thing, right?
20.
Was it a natural 20?
Yeah, it was a natural 20. I just want to let Joey know. It was a natural 20.
20.
Okay. So You're cleaning your sword,
Yeah,
you don't really
whatever.
notice. The other two of you like start to see these colored fish in kind of a pattern. Like I said, they're all different colors, but the green fish kind of catch your eye because you notice something a little bit odd. All the other fish are just always swimming in schools of all other sorts of fish, and they're just going in all sorts of different directions. But every time you see green fish, they're only traveling with other green fish, and they're all traveling in the same direction. Always heading south. When you first started traveling, they were going a little bit at an angle, but now you've come to the point where every fish you see is almost directly perpendicular south from the way you're going.
Is there anything that I can discern from their path, or their general behavior that strikes a memory?
Make a nature check for me.
Not bad, not bad. 16.
So you know that fish have migration patterns, maybe isn't the right word, but fish swim upstream certain times a year. Fish do all sorts of things that differ based on their own cycles. The fact that it's only the green fish does seem a little bit odd, and the fact that it's every green fish does seem a little bit odder, so it seems maybe slightly supernatural, but not that far outside of normal.
Hey, Harlan, how far can you send Harvard without losing contact with them?
Theoretically, forever, right?
I believe your telepathy only works within a certain
120
range.
feet.
Do you mind
Is it really only 120 feet?
It's the number. My
I thought it was
PHB's in
150.
my cart.
I have.
Wait, I have
I thought you had the full.
that
description.
spell.
Yeah.
I have a spell with that on it. While your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate with it telepathically.
Well, can you take a quick look and just see if you can tell where they're going? Even if it's just 100 feet.
Sure. I'll send him down. And I send Harlan down in the direction of
Harvard.
Harlan.
Harvard.
Harlan dives
Harlan,
in.
Harlan, come back.
Deuces!
I found
New
my
character.
people.
I send my fat, ugly bird.
Oh, we love him.
I love him because he's fat and ugly. And he goes down by where the fishies are going, and then goes to like the end of wherever I can see him, and sees if he can see anything down there. And if not,
Make a perception check with advantage for your bird.
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 Hey, did you roll with advantage?
I did.
Okay.
And I rolled an 18, and it was
Oh.
very good. Plus
Um,
4 is 22.
So Harvard flies to 100 feet and can see this. The faint green glow has kind of pooled, and there seems to be a small little island south of where you currently are.
Detour?
So I'm 100 feet from Harvard right now. Can I tell him to go inspect the island so I can see and then come back into my range so I can talk to him more?
Yeah.
Do that.
A moment passes. Harvard returns within range. There's a small island, droopy pointed,
Droopy pointed. This is small island. Droopy pointed.
blocked entrance.
Blocked entrance.
What the hell does droopy pointed mean?
Droopy pointed, you know.
Droopy point.
It's like a point, but it's a drooped. Do you know what droop means? Have you seen a droop before?
I'm not sure droop means the same thing where I'm from. Droop is like when your eyes, you know, it's a droopy eye.
Will you acquire me a fish, please?
Yeah, I was gonna say have him pick up one of the fish and bring it to us.
He can't attack, but can he pick it up? With his very skilled beak.
He's very fat. He's very skilled at eating.
I'm gonna have you make. I'll let you choose whether to strength or dexterity check.
Oh, I think we know what that's gonna be.
I'm pretty sure it would be dexterity, but
Uh-oh.
It's a 16.
Harvard acquires for you. Now you didn't specify a color.
I specified a green fish. This is
Okay.
very important.
Harvard returns with a green fish just flopping in the air.
Thank you. It's a
And
fish.
It glow seems to diminish outside of the water. It has a much more faint appearance. It's possible that the water just almost as it diffuses the light amplifies it in some way, or just the darkness of the water lets it shine through more brightly, but it's not too terribly bright in your hand.
Why do you have that fish?
So I'm not trying to kill this fish right now.
Well, you are. You're just holding it.
I'm gonna put it back in the water in a second.
Okay.
But I want to see if it's a magical fish or a special fish.
He's
Is it
staring
not?
at
Is it a
this
robot fish? Is it a real fish?
If you're hungry, I have more
Make
rations.
a nature check.
Because
Good.
I haven't noticed all of the fish.
I just love the name.
Oh.
That's a 9.
So Harlan ran away.
You are having difficulty concentrating on anything with the force this fish is flopping into
Okay.
your hands with.
Just slapping in the face.
I guess I'll throw it back in the water.
Like, perfect. Oh, God.
No, I drop it back in the water. I don't purposefully put it back, but I'm like, okay, no harm, no foul.
Well, it's only.
And it goes swimming back in that same southern direction.
How about
That's
we?
fantastic. We should move on.
But it's so interesting. What are these fish doing?
We're on a schedule.
What are you doing?
Why did you look at your hand? Is it alright that the fish harm
I have a
me?
wristwatch.
Do you have a
What
little
is that?
sundial on your wrist? And there's no sun, so you
I have
can.
an astrolabe
And
on
Remo
my
appears
wrist.
on the wrist. It was Remo.
Oh, you have a bug on you. Give me a minute.
Remo dives off of the wrist.
Wemo dies.
I'd say.
It was only me, Remo.
Just joking, Wemo.
What do you think, Raven?
I say we
I
check
don't
it.
know what's going on. You were hungry, you caught a fish, and then you dropped it. Do you want some crackers?
Well, no, there's an island over there.
Look,
with all
Raven,
these
do
green
you
fish.
see all those glowing green fish in the water? Does she?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I just
They're
didn't,
going
like,
to an
notice it.
island over there.
You're the one that knows how long that will take
It
us.
has a sealed entrance. It's not like we can do anything there.
Yeah, but it's interesting.
It is interesting. I'm curious.
How long will it add to our time?
Well, the actual travel, no time at all. It's barely any distance.
Then sure.
I mean, technically, it will be some time invested because we'll travel there and then we'll look around and poke around and get curious about it, and then something will try to kill us, and then we'll
Wemo.
almost die, and then
Yeah.
we'll leave.
How sure are we that this artifact is actually present in the direction that we're going? Could it have been misplaced and be here on this
probably.
island?
Well, Wemo's not too good with numbers, but I would say it's probably somewhere around 10%.
That it's where we're going?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, like I said, it's a really old thing. People move old stuff all the time.
So the fact that we're headed towards some ancient artifact and all these weird fish.
And, an ancient artifact has a fairly good chance of being behind some magically sealed door.
You have an excellent knowledge.
I don't know where we're looking
I was
for.
planning on taking Knock next level up, so I don't know.
Unlucky. Alright, well, I swing the boat.
Whoa!
She
You are
just,
not
like,
good at
cuts
this.
the wheel. Go, what?
I grab onto Harlan as they start to go overboard. Pull him back.
You pull me back, and you're like, wow, they're lighter than I remember. It's just the kid.
So you guys make a small detour and you come to the small island, probably no more than 30 feet in diameter, with a stone spire at its center that leaves little standing space around it. And as the bird describes, it builds up like a cone and then droops at the top. You can almost think of like a small brimmed wizard hat as the general shape. And there is a large oblong stone flush with one side of this seemingly natural rocky cave.
Does it have anything written on it, or any signs that it
Nothing
was
you can see
made by
from
a
the
person?
boat.
Is there a way that I can secure the boat and get off it?
Not without lowering the mast, no. So it would take maybe 10 minutes to get everything set to where the boat would just be stationary.
Maybe Tan could hold down the fort.
I'm staying on the boat.
See,
Can you keep the boats relatively close by?
circle the
Yeah, I know how boats work. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Do I believe him?
He said that with such confidence.
I've been on boats before.
Oh,
He'll be fine.
okay.
I trust him.
Alright. Let's go.
So going down onto, like I said, the very small standing space, the rocky shore, getting near this barrier stone, you do see small markings on it.
I read them.
Make an Arcana check there. Do not appear to be in any language.
Yeah. This is your forte.
Is it? Am I proficient? I
You
am
should be.
proficient.
You're
You're
a wizard.
literally a wizard.
23.
Okay.
A wizard without Arcana proficiency.
So
Listen, it's happened before.
23. So you know a couple different things.
Okay.
The basic information is you know that this is some kind of very weak abjuration meant to keep the stone in place. The second thing you know, though, is that it seems crudely marked on. So these runes themselves are what maintains the spell, not any kind of enchantment on the stone. So any disruption to the runes would destroy the enchantment.
Mm.
So I take my dagger out,
Uh,
and I'm just doing a scritch.
Make
Trying
it-
to mess up a rune.
Can I get all three of you, since you all went down there to make a dexterity saving throw? As soon as you
God.
one of them, the stone comes loose and falls directly towards you.
That's about right.
You know
Oh,
what? This all makes
no.
sense. This all makes perfect sense.
Oh no. Crit fail.
7.
8.
Okay, I need all of you to take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's nothing. 5.
Harlan.
Sorry.
And it
Sorry.
just slowly grinds against the stone down, and as it does, simultaneously you hear a couple small plooshes behind you and wet thuds
Oh, God.
as several fish come propelled out of the water and just land on the stone or on the shore near you and just start flopping
What?
there.
Okay.
Harlan.
Why the fish?
It doesn't seem to have any connection to the stone itself. Like the stone didn't make an impact that caused it to happen. It just seemed like at that same moment, a bunch of fish came jumping out of the water.
I'm
So-
gonna go look at the water and see if
Harlan.
there's something in there.
You need to be more careful.
There's a lot of green
I know
jellyfish.
you seem to be on a mission to die constantly, but I don't believe Remora and I are.
I don't know what you're talking about. You said you wanted to
Let's
go
eat
in
this
there.
Anyways.
I don't know if I really.
So this shelf very quickly drops off as you walk out. Luckily, there's so many fish gathered there. The glow makes it very apparent. Another 5 feet, and then it's just a steep shelf.
And it's deep.
Yeah. So it's not like we're close to knocking against the
Okay.
shore with the boat as you came in.
With one last glance, I'll.
Even though no one checked, but
Yeah.
luckily you did not run ashore.
I trust Tan.
Can
He knows boats.
He's been on boats before.
can I look at, I guess, the doorway? Did it lead to like a hollowing?
Yeah, so you see into what looks like a small domed chamber. It is very dark inside.
I have dark vision.
Then you can see there seems to be a hole against the opposite wall from the entrance in the ground, kind of a crescent shape against the other end of it. There also appears to be, and it's hard to see from outside, but there seems to be markings along the cave walls inside.
Okay, can I first go look at the markings?
Yeah, so you step inside. Doesn't seem to be any extra stuff in here. It's entirely vacant, but the markings on the wall. What languages do you speak?
Common, Elvish, Giant, and Elemental.
Okay. You do not recognize these markings. They seem to be some kind of foreign script to you.
Do you guys speak weird languages where you're from?
I mean, I speak more than one.
Then can you read this?
Sure, let me come in.
This is an odd
Wait,
one.
is it dangerous in there?
I'm still here.
I'm trying to be careful.
I haven't fought any. Thank
Are
you,
there
I
any
do
are there
appreciate
traps?
that.
Enemies?
Not that I found.
Vivisected monsters?
I don't know what that means.
Can you take a look around real quick? Just before I go in? Just in case.
Yeah, it's fine.
So I head inside, and I'm gonna go look at the markings. I speak Common, Elvish, Sylvan, Primordial, and Celestial.
Mm.
You can read these. They are written in Primordial.
No!
What the
Oh,
hell?
I think I can speak that too.
Oh, yeah, I know a few words. What does it say?
Yeah, I can read it. Cool.
So it's all different messages spread throughout, like it scratches over here, scratches over here, scratches over here. But there are some consistent themes that repeat all throughout. Save me. Free me, my children. Curse the prime speaker. My followers, I demand you come and move this goddamn rock.
Uh-oh.
Free me.
No.
The Simic will know my wrath. Save me. And it just goes on and on from there.
Read it
Curse
to me.
the
What
prime
does it say?
speaker.
Yes.
Are you proud of us? We're all taking notes right now.
So I'm just kind of like muttering under my breath, like as I'm reading, I'm saying what I'm hearing or what I'm seeing.
Please read it to me in Primordial out loud.
No, this one basically says, curse the prime speaker, whatever that means. A lot of them just say, save me, free me, move this stone. I think we freed something that is some sort of... It's an elemental
No,
or
those would
something.
be
Primordial person. Primordial's bad. It sounds dangerous.
I see primordial. What the heck?
Sorry.
So
Sorry,
you're
you're scary.
both from strange worlds. I've never heard this language.
Can I do a... Would I know, like, what kind of books have I read in Primordial where I would know what a primordial being would be?
So to you, they would be ancient creatures of some sort. Not all nefarious, though mostly described as such.
So, this is an eldritch god.
Well, we haven't technically seen anything, so let me go look at that hole over there.
There's a hole.
You stand.
You told me there's nothing dangerous in here.
There is not. There's a hole.
Raven, why did you
look
lie?
over where Raven was pointing, and you're like trying to remember where you've been walking, and you definitely walked within like almost about to step into that hole before while you were looking at the walls and the ceiling.
You didn't. You're fine. But just don't move. Don't touch anything. Don't use your dagger to scratch
I put
things.
my hand on the wall. What?
I'm going to...
What? I'm safe, see?
Can I punch them, but like pull my punch so it doesn't really do like damage, but like...
Sure.
Whew.
Ow.
Sit.
How many hit points of damage do I
Stay.
take? I'm weak.
How many you got? Stay.
And I sit down. Harvard is just going
Oh
to sit
God,
on
I
your
hate
shoulder
this
and
thing, it's
watch.
so
And I'm just going to
heavy.
sit in the corner and close my eyes.
Good. You come
I'm not listening.
inspect.
And of note, like, you guys all have moved in now, but Hardin was still the only one able to read those because, as far as I'm aware, you don't have dark vision, so it's too
that's
dark in there for you to be able to read any of it.
So as I say come inspect, you have no idea what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I was just kind of out there watching around, and then I walked to this dark cave, and I can't see
Just bring a
anything.
fish in here. Go grab a fish.
No, that's mean.
That
It's
may
a
not
fish.
be a bad
They're
idea.
already,
They
like,
are
beach
crowding this
whales.
island.
They're
I'll
invasive
cast.
species.
I'll cast light on my amulet.
Can I...
Okay, so now I can read it.
Yes.
And I get the same general. Okay. Yeah, this is something.
So like scratches of like days.
No.
Can I inspect the hole? See if is there a ladder, perhaps?
There is no ladder. You see a descent of about 10 feet to a slanted shelf. It looks like a small, whatever the room below is, the floor of it is at an angle.
Should we go in?
You can send your bird in there.
Yes, get it off me.
Harvard, without Harlan saying anything, Harvard just like flaps up and like kind of hits Raven in the face a little bit and goes down the hall.
Wait, have it. And then,
Before it, like, it gets away from me, but I
no,
have
he
flash.
put it on his neck and he like picks it up his mouth a little bit.
ow. Okay. So now he has like.
And Harvard down below sees there's this very small, maybe 5 feet away from the wall, slanted bit of stone ground that leads into a pool of water. With the extra light, you can see that it's very shallow where it enters, so this is not a steep drop off in here. It looks like just the floor of the room is slanted and water has pooled across the majority of it. And no other features, no writing on these walls, just the ground and the water.
This is a sort of like weird question to ask of my bird, but like, does it look like stagnant water, like it's a puddle, or does it look like it's connected to the water outside? Like, are there fish in
It's a
here?
little murky. He'd have to get closer to the close to the water to really look at it.
No.
You can just bring him back.
I need that amulet. Be careful with it.
Did we decide how many hit points my bird has?
1, right? Because you rolled a 1
I
minus
rolled a
1.
minus like 2 or something like that. Oh, I have his things written down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have his. Hit points -1. I'm gonna go close to the water to see.
He could not be killed because he's already dead.
No.
You can see
He is
through-
immortal.
What is dead can never die.
Does the thing require attunement?
Ooh, I think I'm gonna say it does.
My amulet?
Oh wait, does he have advantage on perception checks that rely on sight already?
Yes.
It's
anyway, as a bird?
attunement.
Okay, so but still just
That would have
being
been
burp,
funny.
advantage on this perception check.
Go burp, go.
Burp.
That is 22.
Okay, so bones, like hecka bones under the water, and the floor, as I mentioned, is slanted, so there being bones up on this part means there's probably more stuff elsewhere, maybe more bones. As far as Harlan can see, bones. But Harlan also sees a bit of a green glint hidden between some of the bones.
I'm saying bones. Hecka bones.
What does hecka
And Harvard drops the amulet out of his mouth, but it's still around his neck, and goes to grab whatever is green.
Well, it is under the water. Like, this would be a diving maneuver that would fully submerge a tiny bird.
Problem, bring the
Is it
amulet
green
back
like
to play.
plants, or is it green like emeralds?
It's shimmering.
Is it green like plants or green like emeralds?
Plants do not normally shimmer like that, especially in such murky water.
I want it.
It's a shiny!
So badly. I want the shiny. I don't.
We can jump down the hole.
Harvard is going for it.
Oh.
I'm sorry. He's -1 hit point, so he can't die.
Make an athletics check for Harvard.
Oh no.
With disadvantage because he's a bird.
Oh, motherfuck. Is he gonna drown, or is he just gonna not get the thing?
We'll see.
Okay, well, he got a -1.
He does not drown. He ducks in, scratches against something, pecks his beak against something else, and then has to get out.
I like to
There's
imagine
something
that
shiny.
Harlan.
So Harlan is doing all of this telepathically. You guys just suddenly hear this plop and then this like wild sound coming from below. Unlike any sound you've ever heard in your entire life. Just
Unsheath my sword.
Just squawking. No, he's fine.
Bring him back, please.
I hear the shing of you unsheathing your sword. I'm like, no, he's fine. There's
Keeping it out.
There's something shiny under the water. I was trying to get it, but he's weak like me. So maybe Raven should go down.
I mean, I can swim.
Well, come on, Lamora, we'll go together.
That's a good point. I'll wait up here.
Don't
Bring me back my amulet.
touch.
can.
Okay, at Harvard.
So what are you doing?
I guess we're
Is it like
Both.
a sheer drop?
I mean, it's against the wall, and the wall kind of. It's not like a flat wall. Like I said, the entire room's kind of domed, so it's continuing at that shape. But yeah, the ground ends, and there's this wall,
And
so
then-
there's not really anything to climb down.
Yeah.
It'd be a very difficult climb.
Do you have rope? I
have
used
rope.
all of
Yeah,
mine.
can you stay up here and anchor this rope?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah.
Can you touch
I'm
nothing?
staying in the corner where I am because I have 50 feet of rope. So I'm
Yeah.
just like, I just hand you the end of my rope, and
Okay.
I'm
Just
like, all
back
right.
near the entrance.
Oh wait, no, I didn't buy rope, did I?
Did I buy rope? I don't
remember
have
wanting
any.
to buy rope really badly.
I used all of mine previous.
50 feet, hempen rope. Let's go.
Hemp.
Hempen rope.
Okay. Alright, I'll start rappelling down the hole.
Okay. And you said from the corner. There's not really a corner of this room. Did you mean near the entrance or near the hole? Or somewhere in between?
Somewhere in between against a wall.
Okay, so just to either the left or right. The
Yeah.
entrance.
I feel like this is how it looks. Here's where we came in, and then here is like
Yes.
the hole.
Look at you go.
So where you at?
I'm like in between.
Here?
No, against a wall. I said
Yep.
specifically. Yes, that's Harlan. And Harvard is gonna be on Raven's shoulder
I
again.
hate him. Get it off.
He smells really bad now because he's got bone water all over him. It's okay. He smelled bad before.
It's not a change.
It's just a new bad smell. So the two of you are rappelling down?
Mhm.
Okay. You guys get onto this small little shelf on the lower level.
Right. And do I see the little sparkly?
Make an investigation check.
Do I see any signs of life or movement other than us?
Wait, can I help her by like
Make
pointing
an
with my beak?
investigation check. Yes, you'll have advantage.
What a helpful little birdie. 8.
Who you got caught that Harvard is a chicken?
So Harvard just flies over and is directly above the glowy green thing. So it takes still a minute to sort through the bones that are covering it and everything, but you find a stone that seems to have a small glowing green gem embedded into it.
Should I go for it?
It's hard because my character is real dumb.
Shut the
So this water's kind of like murky and smelly and stagnant.
I'm
Does it,
afraid
like, look
this is
like,
holds the thing that
like
wants
it
to
would
be
make
set
me
free, and
sick
if we take
to
it
go in
and
there?
remove it from this,
or is it just
Chamber.
gross water?
Oh no!
We are setting
like,
it free.
to get to the
Go for
stone,
it.
I assumed you had already moved the bones. Like you're fine wading into it.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna go get it.
Okay. As you pick it up, you see that there's actually a second glowing green gem on the other side. It looks like a small animal face.
Oh,
See, it's fine.
like a skull?
No, like a stone carved into the shape with the stones as its eyes. It's got little pointed ears, like some kind of feline carving.
Oh, okay.
Not cursed.
I definitely feel like because the Simic Combine is like
Harlan?
body modification. and shit.
Can you make a perception check
Oh
for me?
no.
For my bird?
No.
Uh-oh.
For you, because we just freed the thing that wanted to be freed.
Okay, Joey. I'm watching through my bird right now. Do I have disadvantage on my perception check?
Then never mind. You don't get to roll.
Mother of God!
Can I get everyone to roll initiative for me?
No, thank you.
12 is so good.
11.
8.
Mother of God.
Harlan, can I get you to make a dexterity saving throw for me?
10.
Okay. I need you to take 3 points of radiant damage as suddenly there's just this white hot flare of bright energy that burst across your back. And you see that a fish-like person, gills down the side of its blubbery face, dressed in tattered clothing. You can see scars under the fabric, has entered and pointed at you as this energy explodes out of it onto you.
I yelp.
Yep.
Can I use my reaction to yelp in pain?
I want you to make a dexterity check to keep a hold of the rope.
Oh no.
Oh,
Mother of God.
yes,
11.
Okay, you hold on to the rope. Essentially, I was using the same rules as concentrating on a spell, but holding onto the rope.
Okay.
Remora, you are no longer surprised.
Okay.
Harlan, you are no longer surprised. Raven, you are no longer surprised. Tan is no longer surprised. Back to the top of the initiative. Wemo is also no longer surprised. But we haven't gotten to where Wemo is.
Weemo's
yet.
never been surprised. Weemo's always watching.
So, actually, no. Now we have gotten back. I left the space at the front for her.
Weemo!
Wemo, help!
That doesn't sound good, guys. As Wemo just appears next to the bird, and then Wemo goes flying off. Oh, it's a fish! And how far can Wemo fly? Ooh, that is unfortunate. Wemo will fly up in the corner over here for this turn. Bringing us back to this boy's turn, who is going to yell in a language you don't understand over and over, making some kind of gesture. It's clear that it's casting a spell, but this time this light shimmering barrier appears between you and the creature. Some kind of floating ethereal shield. And then it's going to run up to you and try to bite you.
Oh. Fun.
No!
Well, a 7's probably going to miss. 15 is probably going to hit. So, I need you to take 3 points of piercing damage as it just bites into you, these jagged, uneven,
Ew.
almost shark-like teeth.
I'll die, I guess.
Bringing us to Remora's turn.
Alright, well, I hear the commotion and I'm going to tug on the rope, make sure it's secure, and start trying to climb.
It seems less secure than before, but still secure.
Okay.
Make an athletics check for me.
Natural 20 plus 4.
Okay. You climb at half speed, but it's only the 10-foot distance, so you'll still have 10 feet of movement. Well, no, you're getting out of the water. So you'll get to the top just using up all of your movement.
And that's movement, not an action.
Correct. So
Okay.
you still have your full action.
I am going to cast Lightning Lure on the creature, whatever it is. So I need it to make a save. Strength.
So it definitely looks at you as you come up, like it takes you in, as it's biting onto Harlan. You just look over and see it biting in to Harlan's shoulder. But then, like, as is this the whipping one?
Yes.
Comes out and strikes at it. It does look a little bit shocked when that happens, and it gets a 5 on
Okay.
its save.
Alright, so it'll be dragged all the way up to me, basically.
Noise.
And take 3 lightning damage. And then I'm also, as my bonus action, going to cast Spiritual Weapon. And so kind of like as it's being drawn towards me, you see kind of in the corner of the room a chain kind of like rising out of the ground as if it's coming out of water. And at the end is a massive anchor. And then
Cool.
as it's being pulled towards me, the anchor just like swings around on the chain and smashes it in the face.
Very cool.
And I'm gonna
Just
try it.
That's
these
awesome.
dread shackles trying to anchor this fool.
I would pay Remora to punch me in the face.
Very cool.
Where is it? Spiritual weapon. Okay, this is my first time using it this campaign.
So it's just your normal spell attack bonus.
Okay.
Except you'll have advantage.
Okay. So 18 to hit.
That will hit for sure,
Okay.
even with its little extra shieldy.
And then the damage will be 1d8 plus spell casting. Okay. 9 damage.
Okay. It looks at you. Bringing us to Harlan.
Harlan is panicking, and Harlan is going to do what they always do when they panic. Cast Magic Missile.
Okay.
Just like, and like really quickly draw those 3 arrows in the air, just kind of like rapidly, like basically punching towards the creature, and is going to cause some damage, technically. It'll be 7 force damage.
Okay. Just these 3 come shooting into it, and while it had momentarily been looking at Remora, its full attention is now back on you. Just this guttural, you wouldn't really call it a growl, it's more like just this echoing reverberation coming up out of it that's directed towards you. You've never heard anything like it before, but you can tell that it's antagonistic.
Is it crying?
It does not appear to be, no. Raven, what would you like to do?
Oh yeah, hold on, I'm coming. And climb up the rope.
Make an athletics check for me.
19.
Okay. So, half speed, so it'll use 20 feet of your movement to get there, and then you're already next to it if you want to be.
Yeah. I'll say, stop it, and then, I will hit it with my sword.
Okay.
This poor fishman.
Now, I'll remind you that since it's been a while since we played, and you haven't, I don't think, critted with a maneuver yet, that if you apply a maneuver now, it will also double that dice's damage.
Ooh.
You can apply it after the roll.
So there's like a few maneuvers that you can apply after the
Okay.
roll.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'll do the trip
Her
attack.
main maneuver she has to do before the
Mhm.
roll, the fainting attack,
Yeah.
but this one you can
Cool.
choose to do after.
I will do trip attack. So that's another D8. So basically I'm rolling
What's the normal damage for the weapon?
1. Oh, it's a D6. 1d6.
So 2d6, 2d8.
Oh, what? 1. 7 plus 3, so that's 10 for just the normal
Mm-hmm.
weapon, and then what's 7 plus 6?
13. So
13.
23 total damage.
Yeah, and then it must make a strength save or be knocked prone, and my save DC is 13.
He got a 19.
Whale balls.
But you just like sever the back of its leg, just like
Yeah.
muscle splits open, blood comes spurting out, and it like buckles for a moment, but then it just looks at you, this same weird full body growl.
In
reverberating towards
response,
you.
I say, I told you to leave them alone.
You also see this weird anchor that's looped around it, like.
What the
It's
hell?
like, it's just like dripping with water and seaweed. And it's just like, ugh.
So is the fish person, to be
Yes,
fair.
that's
So
it. I can't tell where it's coming from.
yeah, it looks like it probably brought the anchor with it.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell is this thing?
Are things bad down there?
Yes.
Do I need to get off the boat?
No.
Okay.
Just keep an eye out.
Bringing us to Wemo.
What a guy. Tan is.
Take this And
10 out of
she
10.
goes flying over with her little dagger. Ooh! And is going to hit, because she got 20 total. So some sneak attack damage as she just digs the dagger into the side of its face, just digging under one of the gills and ripping it up.
Yeah. Fierce.
Is it an aberration?
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I think we should keep Weebo out of the fight because she's very small.
There's no controlling.
It is not an aberration.
Okay.
And bringing us to its turn.
Oh.
It is gonna follow through on that growl it just gave you, Raven, and gonna just come in to try to bite you twice.
Okay.
Ooh, and it might get you both times. 17
Yep.
and higher than 17.
Yep.
So I need you to take 3 and then 5 piercing damage, so 8 total piercing damage. Remora, what would you like to do?
Okay. I'm gonna start just by stabbing it with my sword. 18 to hit.
That will hit.
And D8.
It's got this little glowing shield floating nearby that it has failed to divert any attacks.
5 damage.
You just dig across it. It kind of momentarily whelps, and its teeth release on Raven.
And then from behind the chain, just like swoof, the
Just a normal attack roll this time.
Why did I have advantage last time? I forget.
Because you did.
Okay. Oh no, crit fail.
Okay. So the anchor swings wide. It no longer looks like the fish person brought this anchor with them. It like bounces up and tries to come back down, but the fish kind of rolls its shoulder out of the way, just barely allowing it to glance off without dealing any damage. Harlan.
How's he looking?
Slimy. And fish-like. Like nothing you've ever seen before.
Gross. Gross, gross, gross.
Like you've seen a weird fish person already today, and it still doesn't look anything like that.
Listen, my weird fish
The other
person
one
is
was more
hot.
Oh, I meant the big lizard fish monstrosity that you met back in the lab.
Oh yeah.
Yes! It's me!
So, I am going to cast Ray of Frost. And just give a little... No, wait!
Is that a save?
I'm
or-
a melee with it. I'm not going to do that. Because that would suck butts. I am
Suck
going
fish
to
butts.
just throw another magic missile at it.
Okay.
I'm going to go...
Just wizard things.
Just whiz things. Oh no. Florals don't count. It was good though.
I mean, they're D4s. The variance is not high.
Listen, it was better on the floor. So that's 11 points of force damage.
Ooh! Just
Little stars.
And as the third one hits, it's just been doing this weird roll to try to dodge everyone's attacks, and you just hit it 3 times side of the head, and it goes flying back. The force of the impact turns, this guttural growling stops, and it lands on its side with a wet plunk.
Plunk.
Just this really squishy.
I'm already crying.
I turn towards the large anchor, preparing my attack.
Raven, what would you like to do?
I don't know where it came
Fancy
from.
attack.
I'll
Use all your
stab
maneuvers on it.
You are unable to stab the weapon.
Help! Why are you not?
Well, it's not our turn.
Bringing us back there. I don't think that's how that works. We was just like floating there confused.
How what works?
Well, it's all like ghostly. Remora.
I, walk past, and as I pass the spiritual weapon, I just like grab the chain and kind of drag it behind me out the door. And do I see anything? Anyone else? Do I see Tan doing anything?
You see more fish have beached themselves.
Just fish. Okay.
More green fish.
I'll go over to Harlan, who is crying.
I'm like stone faced crying.
Are you
I'm
like-
just kind of like looking at the thing.
I was
I'm
about
just
to say, like, are you looking at the thing or?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what it is.
Make an investigation check for me. And Remora's outside?
Yeah, readying dodge action, and I'm not doing anything else.
15.
Okay. So, immediately, this thing's clothes are in tatters. You start to pick through them, but there's clearly nothing of value. Everything's moist and wet. It seems like this thing had probably been in the sea outside and then come in, because you know it didn't come up out of the hole, so it must have been in the water outside. And you'd seen it in the entryway, so that makes sense. But as you pick through the clothing, you see more of those scars across its chest, and they seem interconnected and purposeful at sharp, jagged angles, forming a kind of pattern design.
Does it look like a pattern I recognize?
A little bit. As you peel it away more and more, you see what looks like a large cloud, a single large bolt of lightning coming down from it.
Remora,
Huh?
have you seen this symbol before?
Seeing it's all clear. Are we out of initiative? Or
Yeah.
Okay. I come back in and I take a closer look at it.
I mean, its shape is more jagged and roughly crafted, but it looks very familiar to you.
Like I kind of like touch my tattoo and I'm like, well, it's similar. I mean, mine has 3 lightning bolts, not 1. I don't know. This looks like a weird fish person.
But do you not think it's important?
I mean, the only connection I can make is that I picked up the thing in the water and then this thing attacked. So I'm going to pull out the skull thing and just kind of like, I haven't really looked at it. And it's kind
Looks
of
like an odd feline face.
okay.
Two
Is it
glowing
magical?
green eyes.
Yeah, can I take a look and see if it's magical anyway?
If you want to spend an hour
Okay, yeah.
spending time with it.
Alright.
I don't think that's wise here.
But I mean, it does shimmer, and it seems unaffected by the bones rustling over it in water for however long it's been down there, so
okay.
leads you to believe it's probably magical.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's all sorts of weird little cults
I
and
think
stuff. And this looks completely kind of demented, and all these patterns drawn into it. I don't think that's normal.
You don't think that this person worshipped the same being as you do?
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean.
Like the symbol is so similar. I understand.
That's
clouds.
just a tattoo I have.
Okay. Just thought it was interesting.
I think I'm wearing my
It is a
white
coincidence.
scarf. So can I take my green scarf and wherever Harlan got bit, make like a bandage with my green scarf?
Yeah.
Oh. What did I say? Don't
you.
touch anything.
Thank you, Raven.
Stop crying.
Listen, I'm in an emotional place right now. Let's get back to the boat. We've
Yeah.
been wasting time.
Okay.
Should we take that thing with us?
Yes.
I'm taking it.
When Tam saw you step outside, everything okay?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for keeping a very good watch.
Boat's still here.
Great job.
Good job. I would like to take a look at this relic. Would someone mind just keeping an eye on the boat and navigating for a little bit?
I have a proposition.
What?
You know a lot about boats, and I know a lot about magical items. Maybe you could switch those roles a little bit?
No.
I'll tell you everything I find
I
out.
risked my life to go down there and find it.
You're risking your life putting me in charge of a boat.
10.
To be fair.
I can do that.
Okay. And just generally what I plan on doing is resting and looking at the object.
Okay. Over the next hours, the boat slowly makes its way back onto the pass and through another couple of tunnels. You guys can take the benefit of a short rest if you'd like.
Yes.
Okay. Yeet. Yeet.
Yeet.
Back up to full squad.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But first, I'm going to hand you this.
Read it!
I wasn't gonna steal your magical item. I was trying to help in case.
I'm not being really secretive, so yeah, it's slightly magical. It I don't know. It just seems to bring me good luck. I just have a good feeling.
Do you get
about
to
it.
reroll?
Lucky cat. This is cursed.
Oh,
Hey,
definitely.
hey, Blake.
Hey,
Give it to me.
Ellen.
Give it
Let
to
me
Take
me.
Monroe to
read it.
Blake right now.
Let me
This
read it.
item is cursed as fuck. Nothing is that good and not cursed.
Oh, honey.
Remora,
I'm
don't
sorry
care.
about Remora's death.
I'm glad
Like,
you. I'm glad you made a backup character.
Oh, come on.
Are you returning to that?
Who was like the most cursed character that's ever been cursed and survived?
It was awesome. I think that's what you mean by cursed.
She was drinking unfiltered from the tap of evil, and she crushed it.
And it was literally the most fun I've ever had in
You
my
just gotta
life.
go limp. You gotta just get into the group.
Alright, now that Remora is cursed.
So, can I talk to Remora even though she's studying this thing, or
Yeah,
is it gonna take the full hour to like attune to this cursed ass
it'll
object?
take the hour.
Are you attuning?
Well, you took
I've already-
the hour to
I've already
identify.
increased all.
But the hour used to identify can also be used
To attune.
at the end of
I've
the
already
hour.
increased all
That's
my
good to know.
checks. It's a wonderful number list.
We're gonna level up soon.
If you survive.
Joey, I looked at those beautiful gay fish, and I was like, I'm so inspired. It's time to level up.
Why are they gay?
Because
They're
were
rainbows.
Oh my god, my sister got me a rainbow dice tray for Christmas.
She
It's
gets it.
very cute.
So jumping back into it, is there anything else you guys wanted to do over your short rest?
Yeah.
What?
What is it?
Oh, I already showed you.
Out of game, you did.
What does it do?
No, I mean I in canon showed you as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
I feel lucky.
So, your tattoo is just a tattoo, right?
Yeah.
But you are a religious person, right?
I mean, I've dabbled in spiritualism, but there's nothing, and I'm not into any particular religion exactly.
Okay.
Interesting. Just haven't really dove into that.
So, you study magic in the way that I do?
What's the way you do?
Books? Math?
No, I've never.
Geometry?
I've never even owned the book. What?
Did you say you've never owned a book?
Yeah. Books are expensive.
Out of character, Blake, why do you not think that's hilarious? Okay.
Me neither.
Well, obviously. Do you have an otherworldly source of magic? You know, like a
As
like
far
a
as I
like
know,
an eldritch
what's
god or
it-
something.
Eldritch god. What I know comes from within me, and that's all I know.
So you just have a spark of
It's
something.
It seems more powerful on the open ocean, but that's all I can say.
And do you feel that here, even
I
though
mean,
we're underground?
Not really. It's puts me more at ease than it actually like affects my abilities, but beyond that, no.
I understand. Thank you for helping us with this.
Certainly,
Harlan,
it's my pleasure.
What? What?
do you feel better? How are you feeling?
Great.
Okay, give me that back.
Okay.
I'll take it and then go back to my spot.
Cleaning fish guts off your
Yeah.
sword.
Ew. And off your scarf now.
Yeah. Well, my scarf, I'm using it to wipe my sword, I guess.
Gross. That thing's nasty now.
Dip it in the
It
water.
had been nasty before.
Is this your green scarf?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it green?
It's from Snot.
Because it matches my aesthetic. It's the only reason. Duh. Because I'm Shigo.
When I have a white scarf,
Yeah. Shigo's branching out.
she goes branching out.
They didn't have green.
She bought white so we can dye it green later. When we get to the customization
What's her face?
screen.
Erica. Stupid human didn't make green scarves.
You know I like Erica.
I mean, it's a good one.
It's really soft.
It's just a horrible color, really. No camouflage.
I don't know. I didn't think that you were one to worry about the color.
It won't blend into anything.
She's the most
With
racist
green?
motherfucker in this entire game.
Green's a fairly common natural color.
Yes, green will, but now I'm wearing my white one.
Oh.
That's why I said Erica's stupid.
Well, we have to go back and get what I ordered. Maybe she can dye your scarf.
I'm just gonna like cast minor illusion and like make like a pattern of the leaves that like shift in the wind on your scarf, but it only lasts for like a minute.
See, why couldn't she make something like this?
Well, that would be a lot more expensive, probably.
I would have bought it. Are we there yet?
As you continue along, you'll see a small island populated by 36 or so buildings. Most look to be over 5 stories. These large, elaborate warehouses or what look like city buildings and even apartments. As you get closer and closer, Tan points. Oh, do you know how to dock a ship this big?
Yes, I can
And
handle it.
points at the dock. It seems lower than I would have thought.
I'll need one of you to jump off and tie the boat down.
I can do that. I'm very good at jumping.
Sure. And I go to the helm and guide us in.
And legitimately, as you get close, Tan takes a running start and jumps, long jumps, further than you'd expect his stocky body to be able to, and land solid pose, no roll or anything on the dock.
Impressive.
Alright, you two, I need you to tie up the mast so
Yes.
the boat doesn't drift away.
Yes, Captain.
You too. There's 2.
I didn't say no.
Okay. Stop looking at me and chop chop.
Boat comes in, Tan ties it up, and then Tan climbs back up onto the boat. I stay with the boat.
Okay, I appreciate it. Do you have any more guidance for where we're going?
I know you're looking for Warehouse F. Whoosh! And Wemo knows the warehouses are at the far side of the island, tucked away where no one will see us.
Does Wima know if anyone's around?
And seems to be movement inside of buildings. There's not very many people on the streets. There's no one else at the dock. There's 2 other ships docked here, but doesn't seem to be anyone on the ships or working them at the moment. Both smaller ships. Neither one of them seem mercantile like several of the ships you saw back at the entrance to Zona 2 in the Mazibi district.
What is the reason most people come here?
A lot of people just work here in those laboratories, or they live here, or they tend to animals in the seas around here. There's supposedly a bunch of dolphins in this area.
What?
You have a dolphin thing, right?
I like dolphins.
You have a dolphin necklace.
Yes.
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 Yes, that's why I looked at you.
A lot of the members of the Combine who come from here always have weird dorsal appendages and everything. They really like their dolphins around here.
That's weird.
Okay, that's a
Okay.
little intense.
You have a dorsal fin, right?
On my tail?
I just like look at your tail.
Stop.
I stare at Remora's ass. It's canon. So same strategy as last time. Walk with confidence. Pretend we're supposed to be here.
Yes.
We are supposed to be
We
here.
are supposed to be here.
Excellent. I'm just like sweating.
I'll start
I'm
walking.
always confident. I never walk. Whoosh! And then we was invisible again.
I'll just start heading the direction, I guess, to the far side of the island.
So there's a main thoroughfare that kind of splits it down the center, or the entire thing's probably half a mile wide. So it's up to you whether you want to try to circle around the back, go straight through the town.
I think we can just go straight through.
Yeah, just like
Doesn't seem dangerous.
For right
start
now,
looking at it.
we haven't done anything, and there's no reason that we know of that we.
Let's go.
Someone roll a d8 for me.
5.
Noted. So, you guys head down through the main road. Seems to be several apartments. You can see people through windows moving about, but don't seem to be very many people out in the streets. And the few people you do see look to mostly be elven. Odd, like coral tattoos and patterns on their flesh. But they're just coming to and fro, not really. I mean, you catch a few passing glances, but you don't seem to draw any particular attention.
no fish people.
There are a couple of people who blur the lines. Not the same type that you encountered in the cave, maybe a little bit closer to the fish people you saw working on the tunnels as you passed through, tending those mossy hedges, I guess.
How many different types of fish people are there?
No two alike.
Okay.
It's no one like me.
Are you a fish person?
Ish.
Definitely less fish person than all the other fish people near. Like, if you would maybe you would have considered more a fish person when you met. Seeing all of these fish people, like,
Is it just like you're a human with scales, or are you part aquatic life form? Somewhere, down the line, your families.
As far as I understand, there's someone in my lineage.
Who's a fish?
Who knows?
I need to know.
Why do you need to know about my lineage?
Disrespectful, sorry.
Okay.
Are you finished? Should we carry on and complete our mission?
We're walking. I was just making small talk.
Make small talk by investigating someone's genetic history. Typical Harlan.
you hear a whisper in your ear, Harlan. All I do is small talk.
I love Wemo!
Why are you laughing?
Wemo. Also, I was trying to talk
What
to
did
my sisters
Wemo
on my phone.
say?
It's just, you guys are fun to hang out with. Just trying to keep this group together. Let's go.
So you continue along and make your way into an area where the buildings no longer have windows. They're these large industrial buildings with what look like shipping doors, and most of them are still 5, 6, up to 8 story. But as you look around, there are some smaller ones too. Give me, if one person's leading the investigation, they can make it with advantage, or 2 different people, just give me an investigation check.
I'm pretty good at investigating.
Do it.
21.
Okay. It does take a little while because you're looking at all the different buildings. It seems several of the warehouses, are broken up into various warehouses. For example, warehouse H and warehouse I are one building, H just located above I, each having 3 stories to them. However, you do eventually find a small 2-story building tucked away in a back corner, kind of created an alley in front of it by 2 larger warehouses, and you see F written across it.
Are there guards or people walking the streets?
No, back here in the warehouse area, there doesn't seem to be anyone.
So there's a door leading into the warehouse?
There's a large shipping door that you can see. That is where the F is written upon. You know that just from walking in this area that most of them do have back entrances or side doors.
How much light is in this area?
The streets are well lit in general, but the small alley leading back to warehouse F, the light kind of dims. There's no light source on that street.
I just want to make sure as much as possible that no one sees us go in.
I think we should find a back door.
We can be quiet.
Sneak around to a back door, creak it open.
If you guys are patient with me, I can, traverse the dark well enough.
I'll hold your hand. Sorry.
I'll start looking around for a back or side entrance.
So as you head up to the building and circle around it, you find on the side that faces the shore, actually, there's no other buildings on that side of it. There's a door. The door creaks open.
God damn it. Wemo, go look inside. Tell me if there's anyone in there.
I send my bird too.
Then you guys are waiting outside for the bird and Wemo?
In the shadows, right? It's all dark.
Mhm.
Me and Remora both blind, just holding hands,
Yeah,
assuming
sorry,
the other one is gonna guide us. No, I'm looking through my bird right
Well,
now.
are there
yeah.
barrels or crates surrounding the warehouse, or is it just...
Not surrounding the warehouse, no. Like I said, there's that small alley, but as you loop around the back, it kind of feeds off into the shore, so there's nothing back
Nothing,
there.
no one to see us. Okay.
As the bird, you can see inside of... Actually, can the bird see in the dark? Okay. The bird flies in, makes contact with something squishy, sticky, peels itself off,
Yeah.
turns, runs into something else squishy and cold, less sticky this time.
I can just hear the thumping. I'm like, what is Harlan doing? Okay.
I think it's safe.
Yeah. It sounds quite enough.
I'm just like back to my senses. I'm like, he's not making any progress in that. I don't understand.
Raven, do you want
I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll try and like stealth in.
So you can see inside the large vats and suspended pods that the bird had been running into. These odd, almost like translucent cocoon-shaped things. Not quite like the eggs that you saw in the laboratory before, but they are still filled with this kind of viscous, clear fluid, some murkier than others, and unlike the ones you saw in the laboratory before, most of them are vacant, including these large, almost like well-shaped vats that are filled with a more greenish tinted fluid.
Yeah.
However, right beside you on either side as you enter are large cylindrical structures of glass with a bit of machinery at the bottom, and the glass stretches all the way up to the ceiling. They're maybe 3 feet in diameter, and you do see something. This liquid is very dark, it's hard to see through, but you see some figure curled up in a ball at the bottom of it. Some big figure, you'd estimate a little bit bigger than you are.
The perfect organism.
Can I like bend
And that's
down
the same on both sides of you, to your left and right.
and take a closer look at it?
Make an investigation check.
Hold on, I'm taking notes. Why do I always try and look at things when I'm stupid?
Actually, no, make it a nature check. It might be the same number for you, but...
Yeah, 12.
Unfortunately, it's hard to see into there, and they're all curled up.
Weird. And
Continuing to look around, besides all the vats and pods, there also is a counter on one end that looks almost like the way it's directly adjacent to stairs that lead up, and as you look up, there's this kind of balcony overhead with doors all along it. That part of the structure looks almost more like an inn.
I'll like pop my head back out the door and say like, it's weird. There's like weird creatures in here, and it kind of looks like a inn or like a tavern. So I'm gonna go in. You can stay or come. I don't care.
Okay.
Then I want to go to the counter and look around at the counter.
And I'll
Okay,
come in and look
give me an
around.
investigation check.
And I'm gonna cast light and walk in.
I'll have my bird on your shoulder this time, because that makes more sense.
5.
I'm a pirate.
It's a counter. There's dusty glasses behind it, vials all empty. Just,
Do we see any keys?
um,
Notes.
As you poke around through it, you do see some loose parchment kept on the bottom shelf underneath some of the glasses.
I'll take it, but I won't spend time to read it right now. I'll just put it in my bag.
What's everyone else doing?
Books, funky looking freestanding items, clues.
Nothing is freestanding. Everything seems built out of the stone ground or is suspended from the ceiling in an ornate fashion that looks biocrafted, but you have no idea what its function, purpose, or even construction would be. The only even thing close to books that you see is the papers Raven stuffing into her bag.
Okay. Raven can't read, so that'll go great later.
Raven can read.
Raven definitely signs her name with an X on everything. Raven gets a receipt at the restaurant. She's like, "What is this?"
No. Raven had to read a lot at home.
Is backdoor done?
What's your home like?
I'm going upstairs.
What's your relationship with your parents like, Raven?
Can I go up to where
How is your
the doors
upbringing?
are and see if they're open?
They're all currently closed, and they all have a number on them. Just going around from the top of the stairs, it's number 1, and then it circles around, and you see that across the entirety of the balcony, there's 12 different doors.
We're looking for the angle bark. It's a scroll or a plaque. Oh, maybe that's what I put in my
Engelbart.
pocket.
I think we would know. I think it'd be shiny, glistening, radiant light.
Can I check any of the doors and see if they have a plaque on them other than just the number?
Just the number.
Mimo.
No response.
Mimo's dead.
No!
Okay,
I suppose we should just check
yeah.
the door.
Let's just check the doors. Let's go together.
Here, let's listen at each one and see.
I just opened the first
Oh
one.
my god.
Yep.
Don't touch anything.
That's you. it tends to be that when you do things, they explode, you almost die,
That's
we
a
all almost
complete
die.
lie.
I would threaten to fight you, but I know you could kill me easily.
That is true.
You see a bed, freshly made, chamber pot stuffed under it. There's a small desk, looks like a workstation, but nothing set out upon it. There's a wardrobe, a couple robes hanging in it, all tattered and worn,
Move
and
them
dirty.
aside. Is there a secret door?
There is not.
Oh, fuck.
It's Narnia! Whoa!
Is there a rug?
There is not.
I'm already in room 2.
Same thing. Bed, fully made. Looks like the room is kept in decent condition. The wardrobe is in the second room is filled with dresses. Similarly, dust covered and not as dirty and tattered, but definitely have seen better days.
To speed things along, I'm going to go to door number 12 and work backwards.
You
Let's
find
split the
much
party,
the
let's
same.
go.
Again, robes, just tattered.
Okay.
What else is in this warehouse? So it's like vats, a counter, stairs, and then just rooms.
Yeah, there seem to be a lot of different vats, like kind of almost like workstation. There's these pods. They're not suspended above the vat. They're just suspended all throughout, just hanging off of different things. The balcony. Some are actually suspended from the full ceiling, though, stretching down. All only one bulb. Just this odd pod of varying sizes, filled with clear to clearish blue liquid.
You don't think the Engelbart is one of these creatures in the vats, do you?
No, it's supposed to be like a scroll or something, right?
It seems very vague.
Yeah, but I was told it was supposed to be like a scroll or a plaque or something.
Do-
Writing on it. It's like clues to find the sword.
Let's keep trying the doors.
I check every room.
Yeah, let's just check all the rooms.
Okay. You'll continue to find workmen's clothes, different types of clothing, and all the different wardrobes. These spaces seem lived in, but kept tidy. As you check room number 4, though,
No.
you find it is very tidy, but its wardrobe is locked.
Raven?
Just a large padlock has been attached
Raven.
to it. Make an athletics check. please.
Hiya! No. No.
Okay. Your sword bounces off. Sparks fly.
I turn around and see if they saw it.
Yes,
standing
they're
right there.
right next to you.
Here, let me try real quick. And I'm just gonna take
My
dagger
arm
and,
is
like,
still really messed up from that bite I took
Make an
earlier.
athletics check.
If I'm like getting up in there.
Yes, make an athletics
If I'm
check.
doing, what if I'm treating it like I'm trying to pick the lock with my little dagger?
I'll allow you to apply your dexterity modifier instead of your strength modifier.
Well, you
You're
should have
so
told
nice,
me
Joey.
that.
That's a 14.
Okay. The lock does not.
I did a great job though.
Oh, I
I
have
loosened
this.
it up.
Pull out my makeshift tool lock pit and hand it to Remora to try. Just like
What
put
are you
it
doing with this toothpick?
put it in the lock and open it. I can't. My arm
I've never picked a lock before.
You're a pirate who hasn't picked a lock before?
I'm not a pirate!
kind of seem.
You seem like a pirate.
Make a dexterity check.
I hope she aces this.
12.
Oh God.
Total?
Yes.
Lock is still on there.
Can we
I'm
move?
getting frustrated and I'm going to cast Lightning Lure on
Oh
the padlock.
God.
So then just yank it off.
The padlock is going to remain fine. The wardrobe is going to break and shatter, sending splinters flying everywhere.
Yes!
Yes!
So do we have to make a save?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what do I find among the wreckage?
Make an investigation check. Now you're digging through splintery wooden wreckage.
Can I help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you are the better investigator if you want to do it.
11.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so you're picking through it for a while. You find a large stone
Perfect.
and a set of what look like glass that you managed to pick around and not cut yourself on. And there seems to be some fluid that is pooled. You would estimate there were some vials filled
No.
with things inside.
Do they look
that
like
has
healing
broken
potions?
and shattered during the collapse. And there is this odd small rod with like a tiny, tiny hand at the top of it. Just like a baby's hand.
That's already in my fanny pack. Baby's hand wand. Writing it
Are you
down.
going to look at it? What is it?
Is that it? Is that the Engelbart? Is it
This
Bart?
rock is definitely the
Is it
Engelbart.
Wemo.
I put my finger in the liquid and like taste it.
I heard things going awry, so I came to take a look.
You're doing great, sweetie. Show her what you found.
I found this baby hand and this rock.
Is this what we're looking for?
I don't know. Are those the Engelbart?
We don't know what they look like.
I don't know.
Can we take a look at the rock?
It has some kind of weird markings on it,
Can I discern
just
them?
etched into it, and they seem to glow out this bright.
I'm
green
gonna
from
say that's
dark
the Engelbart.
stone.
Can I discern what it is?
For an
Make an
hour.
Arcana check.
Okay. 8.
No.
Thanks. Yeah, you look.
Interesting. I don't know.
What is this infant's hand that you have?
It looks like the hand of a baby.
That's
On a stick.
what I have said.
I'm picturing one of those like finger
Like
gloves.
Wemo flies up to it, and like the hand itself is about Wemo size.
Oh my god, I'm crying. It's so cute. Yeah, can I look at the stone or is that meta?
Yeah. Make an Arcana check with advantage.
19.
You find it easier to decipher these because some of the runic markings, while it wouldn't stick out to a native speaker, you recognize some flourishes that remind you of elvish writing patterns. And as you look at it, it seems to be some kind of magical key. The markings make you think it is tied in some way to the blood, like some kind of blood oath or something, likely to prevent it from working for people that it's not intended to work for.
Alright, who has the cursed item now?
That's the Engelbart. It's the key to finding the sword
Would I
that made
understand?
the oath.
Can you use it?
The Engelbart isn't a key, it's something to find where it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like this is
Keys
like
open things, they don't find things.
you can open the thing to be. Huh?
And you can't confirm to us that this is what we're looking for, can you?
No?
Oh boy.
I don't think this is it. And it's not going to work for anyone who didn't design it for themselves.
We can keep searching if you'd like.
Well, we looked all the rooms.
And what about the creatures?
I hate them. I don't want to touch them at all.
That is wise, and the first time that you've made a wise decision.
Wow.
But I worry about them. Are
I'm
they
just
in
looking
danger?
the cabinets downstairs. There doesn't seem to be anything in the cabinets either.
Is there any kind of basements or anything?
I don't think so.
Anything that looks like it could fit this key? Maybe?
I mean, it's just a rock. I don't know where you can put a rock.
It's a magic rock.
I think we should leave, take a brief moment, as in an hour, for you to really look at it and figure out what it says, but away from here.
I think we should scan for a basement before we go.
Could be
Okay.
like a trapdoor or something.
Spread out.
Smugglers and other tradesmen tend to have hiding places.
We look for trapdoors.
But nobody touches anything.
What if it's a trapdoor?
Nothing squishy, okay? You can touch stuff, but only things that are not squishy.
Harlan, you really took what I said to heart.
So where are you going?
I'm looking,
What are you touching that's not squishy?
I'm looking behind the counter if like the floor has like a trapdoor built into it or something like that.
I would.
Are you all sticking together?
Mm,
So I'm gonna go back down to the first floor and look around the other side from where Remora is.
Remore, give me an investigation check. Harlan, give me an investigation check.
12.
21.
So, as you head downstairs,
Uh-oh.
Harlan, you have the rock, and it's kind of starting to glow a little bit. And
hot and cold.
As you head to the other side of the room, it diminishes.
You're just scrambling around the room.
I have an idea! I have an idea. And I'm like moving back towards Remora's side of the room. I'm like,
As you get closer and closer to Remore, it starts to glow brighter and brighter.
Is it me?
I touch it to Remora.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
I like being the chosen one.
I'm using it like a game of hot and cold. You know, like when someone's in an escape room and you're trying to help them find something, and you say warmer, warmer, and the kids are all screaming. That's Harlan right now, screaming.
Okay. As you move behind the counter, it got brighter and brighter, And as you get closer and closer to the back wall, it glows brighter and brighter. And as soon as you make contact with the stone of that back wall, a bit of the floor just starts to rumble underneath, and several of the boards drop, small little indentions at first, and then deeper and deeper, creating a set of stairs behind the counter.
I'm like behind you, and I'm
knew
like,
it.
Harlan, okay, you can touch things now. I'll go down the stairs. Do you want me to go first?
Hey, Raven.
Whoa.
You're the great investigator. You go first.
Hey, Raven.
Yes.
Do you remember the last time we were in a basement in a Simic laboratory?
Not really, no.
Do you remember, like, it was, like, very recently.
It was like
in our
today.
world. It was, like, today. And we fought that thing when we really didn't need to, and it hurt us really bad.
In the big vault.
The big vault. The crab person?
Yes, of course I remember this. It
Let's-
literally happened this morning.
Let's just not rush him.
If I feel someone is in danger, then I will, but otherwise, okay, I agree with you. We'll be cautious.
Harlan, you take the lead.
I can't.
I'll keep up the rear.
And I wink. I head downstairs.
Okay, so as you head down the stairs, you come to a small landing looking into a room where you can see a door cracked ajar on the other side, and there are colorful tiles all across the floor, each color shifting between the different columns, essentially every line currently vertical to you, and they're in a 5x5 grid. So, for example, it's on the far left side pink, and then the column next to that white, blue, yellow, red. What does it mean?
Raven is colorblind.
Remora is not smart.
And the door you see
Harlan's
ajar
taking
on the other
notes.
side is just very basic wooden door,
And
two
it's
iron
open?
bands. Yeah, it's slightly ajar.
Is there any light coming from in there?
There's not. There's these tiles themselves are lit up and illuminated, and Remora still has her light spell, but you see no light coming from beyond.
I'm gonna, like, tippy toe across the disco dance board.
Where?
Up to the door.
No,
Get-
like on which tiles?
It's one of these. It's one of these puzzles.
Well, which ones are lighting up in a rhythmic fashion? Let's play some Dance Dance Revolution right now.
They-
I'm ready.
They are all constantly emitting this soft glow of light.
Are
Like
the
blue,
same
yellow,
colors
red.
anywhere in the room?
Nope.
Does it match anything, any of the colored vats from upstairs?
They all had like kind of this translucent green fluid in them.
And my rock is green. Is it doing anything right now?
No.
Did I have to leave it upstairs to do
No. You put it there and then this happened.
So they're horizontal bands across, so I have to step on multiple colors?
So
Or is it vertical?
yeah, vertical.
I'm gonna go light.
So stepping only on the white tiles.
I'm gonna step on one white tile, and if I blow up, I'll change.
Okay, you step on that one white tile. It glows a little more brightly as you do so.
And then a
Nothing
piano
happens.
note resounds
No.
to the chamber.
No.
Wait,
no
can I
sound.
take the
I
papers
bounced
out
it
of
as-
my bag? Did the papers have the key that I picked up?
The papers seem to be a ledger of some sort as you look through them. They all have a name, a room number, most of them have, and then most of them also have a workstation.
Is it like name like Mr. Whitmore 2, so I know you take 2 steps on the whites, you know?
No, most of the names seem foreign to you. As you read through them, one of the names does stick out to you, though.
Yeah.
You recognize one of the names, Engelbart,
Ooh.
Oh.
Why didn't you
Was
tell us?
it the number, the room that we found?
room 4. It
Yeah.
does not have a workstation assigned, though.
Engelbart is the last name of somebody.
It's a person.
It's a person. I'm just gonna go all white all the way down. It's white all the way down.
Racist.
Take a step. Just bright glow. The one you were on diminishes back to its original glow. You keep going, and you're on the other side of the room.
I did it, guys.
Is the door open?
The door's already open.
Oh.
I'm gonna try doing the same, but on red tiles.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You
I
take
wanna
Red,
have
the
a
color of
first step
blood.
bright glow, and then continue across. Everything's fine.
You started that off so ominously. Gosh darn it. Okay, I'm across.
I'm gonna do the same thing, but let's go with blue.
Bright glow. all the way
Fireball.
across.
What is going on? All right.
Maybe the door's open. Somebody's already been down here to deactivate
That's-
it, and what we're
that-
looking for
that's
is gone.
possible. Let's hurry up and get in there.
Let's not close the door behind us when we go in there.
Yep.
I sneak up to the door and I stealthily put my little head inside.
Stairs leading further down. And it is dark. Remora has light already, though.
Okay, so Remora's in the back. I'm going to like ding, ding, stealth, 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 stealth. What's the stealth?
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Okay.
Should we all? I mean, I have light.
That depends how close everyone's following behind.
I would like to follow closer.
Um,
Then give me a
I
stealth
need
check.
my light, so I'm just going to kind of hang back a little bit and go down.
20.
I'm going to muffle it a little bit, though. Put my hand
Just
over
like
it.
put it like under your shirt maybe.
Yeah, something like
19.
You got like a button.
Before I leave, I have a hunter's animal trophy.
Uh-huh.
Can we say it's like a horn of some type?
Sure. I will message you later the type
Type
of
of horn.
animal that horn is from. I know what it's from, though. Yeah.
Well, for right
Cool.
now, I just want to put it like, as a doorstop, kind of like in the doorway. So if it closes, like can't close all the way. You know what I mean? Okay.
And you said you're gonna hang back a little bit for more?
Yeah, and I'm like kind of putting my light in my shirt so it's dimmed.
Cool. So, Harlan and Raven, then, you're going to come to the landing. There is no door. It just opens up into a small laboratory, it looks like. And there is a large table in the middle of the room. This just metal table that blood is splattered all across it. Very dry, very clearly been there for a very long time. It's also all along the floor.
Why?
And there's also a bone saw down there laying on the ground. There's a large set of wooden cabinets, some kind of dark wood. Looks very sturdy, unlike the very flimsy, as we have found out, wardrobes up above, but this set of large wooden cabinets in one corner of the room, and there is a skeleton collapsed in front of it. And there is a large filing cabinet that looks like that dominates the other far corner of the room. And there's a small workstation where there's a bunch of empty beakers and flasks and some working equipment, but it seems to be a workstation that has not been used in quite some time.
Is there anything that looks like it's been disturbed recently?
Give me an investigation check.
That's an 18.
So as you just like glance around casually, there is, while it's pooled mainly in one area, like against the table and dripped off in one area, there is a fair amount of blood, and it doesn't seem like splatter has caught anywhere or there's no footprints through it. So you would assume the last thing that happened here is whatever created this blood.
Boy.
Okay.
Maybe they killed Engelbart, and this is like where they studied him
This
because
is
he had
Engelbart's
all of the
skeleton.
like answers. I'm gonna go to the filing cabinet and try and open it.
So as you step up to the filing, so that was just for looking around the room in general. Is there anywhere in particular you want to go look next?
Yeah, the table with the beakers.
Okay, so you're heading towards the table, you're heading towards the filing cabinet. Around this time or more, you would get to the bottom of the stairs with them.
I'm just kind of keeping an eye out.
As you get over towards the filing cabinet, you can see that it is punctured repeatedly. Like, it has 5 compartments, and each one almost looks like someone had pinched it and pulled, or as if something had been shot into it, but instead out, because it's just pulled out in different areas and punctured through as if something broke out. But very tiny holes through all of them. The second from the top drawer has more of these odd bits sticking out than others, but it does not have a hole. All the other ones have puncture holes
Way of the 4 elements.
from things presumably coming out or in or whatever. The middle drawer, you find no hole.
I'm gonna open it.
You see, at first it looks similar to the rock Harlan has, but a little bit different. It's still a dark stone with a glowing green, but it seems to be emanating from one spot in the middle as if something inside is glowing out along these fissured lines. So it's not as much a runic pattern as something glowing from within the rock.
Pick it up.
Okay. Harlan.
Yeah?
Over at the desk.
Oh no.
You're looking it over. There's really, like there's the equipment here to do work, but there's no like alchemical supplies or anything to do work with. It seems set up to be able to do a wide variety of experiments. There's many different tools, but nothing to do, no material. And you hear this filing cabinet open just squeak to your right, and then you turn and see Raven starting to shimmer a little bit. You see her elbow and just all these rough, her skin looks rough
What?
and scaled for a moment.
What?
Why does this always
Her
happen to my
eyes
character?
Slender. Raven, you are now attuned to this item.
Oh no!
Who has a cursed item there? Can you let us see?
Who's
it?
the half
I'm
elf
very
now,
curious.
boy? Sorry, I
And
mean,
as
Raven's an
like
elf.
Okay.
Raven turns, you can see all these odd reptilian features. She opens her mouth to speak, and you see that her tongue
What?
narrowed.
Oh my gosh!
You okay? Are you okay?
Can I still speak?
Yeah.
Wow. Raven,
Yeah, I look really weird.
why do you look weird?
Can you? Do you know? There's a thing. You look like
And Raven, you look down, and the stone is no longer glowing green.
Oh,
It's just a black stone. It's kind of crumbling in your hand.
you.
So I picked this up.
And you just see this stone crumbling to ash in Raven's hand.
Do
Just
you
rubble.
remember when you told me not to touch anything?
That was just you, though. Like,
I hope you know that I know a lot about magic, but I probably don't know how to get you out of the situation.
I mean, I'm in this weird world. I don't know what's going on. I might as well look weird too. This place sucks.
Very cavalier.
she's taken surprisingly well.
You know, honestly, I think you look better this way.
Okay, well, are there any
I'm
other?
gonna punch you, and I'm not holding back this time.
Are there any others?
Well, you're gonna get me with your claws.
3. I don't hit you.
I don't know, my AC is pretty low.
It would have been 8.
Are there any other stones in there?
Well, that was the first cabinet that I opened. Not
What's-
open
what's
the,
behind door
not
number
open
2?
the first one, top one.
Checking all the others, they are all empty. But all of these punctures that you found in the cabinet all look about the size of the stone you had pulled out.
It's like these shot out of the cabinet. You know?
Yes.
Okay, so now we have a glowy rock. One of us is cursed. We still don't know where Engelbart is.
Well,
Maybe I'm Engelbart
I gesture
now.
towards the skeleton.
True. But the skeleton will not help us find
What
we
was the thing on the rock about
What?
the blood, only the blood of the one who made it? Maybe now I have like special blood
There's
that
like
will
a-
activate it or something.
Better thing.
More so that it will not allow people that it was not designed for to be able to open. But it seems to have worked.
Mm.
It might be a elven thing.
Wait a minute. Can I try holding it? Okay.
Sure.
Does it still glow?
It's still glowing.
Oh, okay. Mm.
The script on it looks sort of elvish. I'm assuming it's an elven blood thing. I've got just
Oh,
a
a
scope.
smidge. Well, she
Just
has a
that
lot of
elven
blood. Elvish blood.
Oh yeah, you're an elf.
I
right?
do.
Are you still an elf?
I don't know.
Do you feel like an elf?
I don't know. I suppose I'll go look at. You said there was a bookcase.
No, a large cabinet that the skeleton is collapsed in front of.
I'll go over there now. Nothing worse can happen to me,
That
right?
sounds
I'm
important.
gonna come with her.
Check out the cabinet.
The cabinet has this time, not as comically large of a padlock, but a smaller padlock.
I will try and cut it off first.
Make an athletics check.
Oh, balls. 6.
You fail to cut off the lock.
Oh, balls.
No balls. Can I do the thing with my dagger?
Yeah.
Like I did.
Well, I still have the
Oh,
false
balls.
little thing, so I'll try picking it.
I love this like Three Stooges bullshit.
Hey, there we go. 19.
Told you were a pirate.
Okay. The lock, click, pops open.
Never picked a lock before.
Inside, you find a few things. There's this small brown canvas pouch.
That's it.
Looks like about the size of a cabbage, a little bit smaller. There's a couple of scrolls rolled up on a side shelf in the cabinet, but right next to those two scrolls is this about 1 foot in diameter cylinder, maybe about a foot, slightly over a foot tall, and it's filled with water almost all the way up, and it's capped on top by some kind of metallic disc, and it has a similar metallic disc at the bottom, and you can see this head suspended in fluid inside.
Nope.
Elvish features, large pointed ears.
I think that's
a
Engelbart.
flower wreath around its head.
Okay, well, I'm gonna ignore that grossness and grab the little bag.
I'll grab the head.
As you grab the bag, while it was fairly round as it was sitting there, you pick it up and it's clearly got something, some multitude of small things inside of it. Not many, but a few. Inside there's actually, it loses its shape entirely as you open it and droops down. And you can see there's just a few beans inside.
I'm
Wait,
not
a
gonna...
few beans the size of a cabbage?
No. Like it fully loses that shape it held on the, and just droops down.
I'm gonna close it back up.
And it kind of reinflates.
Cool. Okay, I'm just gonna tie it to my belt and look at it later.
I'll also take the scrolls.
Okay.
I'll put the scrolls in my pocket dimension.
What?
Oh, her hole.
I have a portable
With
hole.
all the ash in it.
Listen, we all have portable holes,
Are you,
Katie.
Where are you rolling out this hole?
I guess on the ground.
Okay, you roll out the hole. Just you like dodge the skeleton, dodge around the table, roll out your hole, chuck 2 scrolls in it, and roll it back up.
Oh, that guy's gonna be covered in ash now.
Wait.
Didn't
the
we
head,
do something
we're still
with the
holding
ash?
The head, right? The head's
Yeah, I'm
still
still
on.
Well,
holding
the
the
head's
ash.
in
I mean
the
the head.
cabinet. No one's grabbed the head yet.
I said I grabbed
I'm
it.
gonna tap the glass.
Oh. Tap, tap.
I think that this is Engelbart.
Hold the rock up to it.
That is wild.
Wemo, do you know how to fix all this?
Wait, I know this one. Honey, there ain't nothing to fix there. You look fabulous.
I am. I'd like to investigate the head thing to see if there's any like plaque that says like anything,
No problem.
any information at all. Can I shake it?
The water jiggles around inside, but the metallic disc at the top and bottom seems sturdy, stays all together.
What does it mean?
Hold the rock up to it.
And of note, the head doesn't move. It seems in some way like the bottom disc is holding it in place.
God.
Or
CW body horror. I'm gonna sit it down on the table, the bloody table, to be clear, and put the rock on top.
okay, there's now a rock on top of it.
My glowing rock with the runes.
Yeah, it's still glowing.
The blood.
You can drop the rock inside it.
Can I put the rock on the
It is
blood?
glowing less now than it was a little while ago.
It's just a key.
Okay, well now we have a head.
I hate it.
I'll carry it. I mean,
I hate that. Why do we need? We don't need.
I think that this
I
is
don't-
Engelbart
Why would we want it if it's Engelbart?
because that's our mission to get paid.
No, I don't think we're getting the person, the Engelbart, right? We're getting an artifact.
This may be the artifact.
I hate it. Wemo,
Yeah.
back me up here. We don't need this, right? We don't need this head.
Well, it is off Keldo.
Wemo.
He is a mind drinker.
Oh my god, what?
I've never seen him do it to a dead one, though.
He's a what?
Mind drinker. This is definitely what we're supposed to retrieve.
Zavi is a bit of a weird one. Yeah.
Okay, well define mind drinker.
Well, all of our vampires are mind drinkers.
What? You don't just drop that. Why?
It's like a special division of the thought spies. They drink the secrets out of the blood. It's really cool.
I don't know why you're freaking out.
Can I
Harlan is not freaking out.
I know it's inside the cylinder and stuff, but can I do a medicine check and just see if the head has blood in it still?
Sure.
Okay. 17.
It definitely looks like, if not embalmed, at least in some other way magically preserved.
This is definitely what we were sent to retrieve. I suggest we leave immediately and get back, get our money, and continue on our quest to get out of this world.
Yeah, I think this is about the thing we came for.
Not to be blue, but can you put it in your hole?
I will attempt to punch you again. And that was a 2.
Is the hole like too big?
Well, from my extensive knowledge of magics,
With a K.
I think that once you put something in it and seal it back up, it doesn't jostle when you move the thing.
Okay.
I mean, I could just... How big is it? Like, this big?
Yeah.
Will that fit in, like, my
Like
bag?
it's barely bigger than the head itself. It's.
Well, I know it's bulky. Will it fit in, like, a bag?
It would, yeah.
I'll just put it in my bag.
Okay, you don't have too much other stuff in there right now, do you?
I'm just saying, if we get stopped by the fantasy narcs and they search our belongings,
It looks like my inventory is a token, a drawing, rations.
How much food did you bring on this trip?
How much food did... I don't think I brought any. I
yeah,
think
Remora.
Remora brought all the
Remora
food.
enough.
5 days.
Okay, so
5 days for you or 5 days
Because
for
my
us?
explorer's kit had a backpack, so I guess I could just get the backpack.
Well, right, but how much of that other stuff was in there? But if you're not carrying any of the food rations, it doesn't sound like you, and you don't have any rope in there.
No.
So you've cleared out enough space
To put the head.
to have enough room for the head. Yeah.
Great.
Like, I was like, just not having rations doesn't clear out enough space, but not having the rations and not having the rope, yeah.
Head.
Why are we not putting it in the portable hole?
I just feel safer with it, like, I will definitely feel if this falls out or something.
Sure.
What if I, like, lose my portable hole scroll and then it's gone? Why are you questioning me?
I'm not anymore. It's fine. It's fine.
Let's get out of here, guys.
Yes.
Okay.
It smells bad.
Don't tell me what to do, and I'll walk.
So let's GTFO. Do not close the door.
Yes.
So you return to the Tiley room,
Mhm.
you collect your horn, and as you do so, you hear the breaking of glass from up above.
I just died a little inside.
All right, let's go. I draw my sword and start up the stairs.
Wait.
What?
Should we be sneaky?
Let's send Wemo.
Maybe he doesn't know we're down here.
No, because if they hear
I'll
us
take like a
before the rest of
stealthful
this hallway-
position and continue up the stairs.
Alright,
And I'll like peek around once we
hang
get
back
to the
a
top
bit.
and see what's going on.
So as you get closer to the top, you can hear a voice. Look around, find the intruders.
No. All right. They know we're in here. We need.
Are we gonna
And
fight or
you
are we
can
gonna?
hear this loud sniffing noise,
We need to go.
but it seems blocked or clogged, like not like a normal like hound or human.
Real quick, are we going to try to talk our way out of this? Or are we gonna try to fight around
I
it?
say we sneak, we talk. We sneak, we fight.
Well, if they're narcs, we might have to fight.
We sneak first. We may be able to get out.
No one can know our secrets.
Fair point. We
Out
are
of-
we are
And Remo
working.
vanishes.
Yeah. Okay. She's probably just pieced out. Let's just go up.
All right, I'm gonna try and stick to the shadows
And see what
and
No, I'm
sneak
gonna-
away.
Cast disguise self. To look like an elf, but like a Simic-y elf with like the corally thing. Very Ravnica, and like an. I want to look like I'm wearing some of the clothes from the first closet. Those like tattered robes. It's kind of like dusty looking.
Oh god.
But we're stealthing,
And
just in case.
I have my light smothered like so much that I can just see my feet in front of me, like just enough light.
Did you read out loud any of the names from the ledger?
Hmm.
Did you read out loud any of the names from the ledger?
Sure. Yeah. Whenever I picked it up, trying to figure out the tile thing, I feel like I was reading that
Okay.
out loud.
Just making sure I knew a name to give someone if they ask.
Oh, yeah.
As you get to the top of the stairs, you can hear the sniffing just on the other side of the counter.
Is the
I open my
entrance-
pocket hole, jump inside. I'm just kidding.
The secret entrance is not sealed,
Correct.
so they know that it's open. But they could see it if they looked in that area.
Correct. They'd have to walk behind the counter because it's those floorboards that have dropped down.
I think we're in a bit of a pickle.
We could stay back here for a while.
Let's just wait.
We
And
could
hide.
we could go back down to the Tyler room and lay a little ambush.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's only one way in or out.
We're cornered too then.
Yeah, but if we go up there, we don't really know what we're running into, and we can, lay a little trap.
Okay. I've never fought anyone before. I don't know.
What?
I don't fight. I don't know how to do it.
Well,
Maybe I
With-
should
with-
put the head in the
with us, you
pocket
better get
dimension.
used to it.
So if they search us, it will be not in my bag.
Let's go back down to the lab and set a ambush. I've read about that.
Let's go back to the lab and talk about it while we're not here on the stairs talking loudly as people are right on the other side of the door.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The sniffing does sound like it's getting closer.
Okay,
Around
back
the
down,
top.
back down.
Yeah, we'll go back to the lab.
Okay.
I want to unroll my pocket hole again and put the head inside of it and then close it up and put it in my bag.
Okay.
And then I'll hide under the table.
You should keep a separate list of what's in which bag.
Okay, I will do that.
Is the table like a solid piece of furniture, or is it like
It is a metal table, so it's just like a slab and 4 legs.
Okay. I'm gonna hide right
Can I borrow
here, kind of crouch down,
What?
and if someone comes down, I'm gonna shoot a crossbow at them.
I'm gonna get behind that table, like the one that's behind Remora.
The filing cabinet?
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, and then I'm like, I want to be like on side of the door like this, so as soon as an unfriendly creature walks through the door, I can turn and slash.
Okay. Everyone.
I'm gonna prepare to cast grease on the 10-foot square next to Raven, but not including Raven, for when people come in.
So when you prepare to cast a spell, you're casting it, and then if you don't cast it by the end of that round, the spell is just lost.
Let's say I start getting ready to cast it if I hear people coming through the doors.
So when you hear the door, that's when you'll start casting it,
Yeah.
expecting people down at the bottom within the next round.
Mhm.
Cool. So,
Grease it up.
I will need everyone to make a stealth roll for me.
I now have advantage.
Who's a rogue now?
Anyone able to help me at all?
Nope.
22.
8.
8.
And
Good
had
hiding.
you closed the door to the tile room up above, or left it open?
I think we left it open.
I suppose we left it open.
In that case, a moment goes by after you get down there, and you hear creaking, and you hear the door shut.
Oh, we're trapped here.
Well, I'm gonna stay still.
Can I send my bird up to see if anything's going on up there? Towards the door. Hear if anything's on the inside.
Bird flies up, the door is closed. Make a perception check for the bird, just based on hearing.
11.
Doesn't hear anything on the other side.
Do you still have the stone?
Yes.
Come on, let's go to see what's going on.
Should we wait a little bit?
Do you see anybody or hear anybody?
No, but I'm worried would they just leave?
If they thought we were down here and they shut the door and it's locked forever and we're locked in here, then yes, I believe they would.
I was gonna prepare knock next level. Okay, let's go.
So you guys are heading up the stairs?
Yeah.
What order?
Oh God, Raven first.
Raven first.
Raven, Harlan, Remora.
Yeah.
You get to the top, and the door opens.
Oh.
into
Do we
the
hear
tile
anything?
room. As you open the door into the tile room, give me a perception check.
18.
You can still hear movement up above in the room, in the main room.
Maybe we should just stay here, or should we try and go?
I think we should close this door again and go back down there. Something's up.
Yeah, I think it would be best to not be noticed here.
I say we crack the door so we don't run the risk of somehow getting trapped in here.
Yeah, but if they come down and see the door cracked open, they'll know that someone isn't.
But you know when you crack a door and it's like this, like...
Yeah.
To a narc, it's a difference.
Or like, can we put like a piece of tape in the inside here so it doesn't, all the way shut, but it's shut?
Let's
you know
just
what
close
I mean?
it, bro. We know it's not locked.
With all your tape you have on your character?
Yeah.
Fantasy tape.
Yeah. I have like a lot of tape. I'm a fucking lizard now. I don't know what that does. I'll pick a scale.
I have
and
a
use
bag
it
of
as tape.
sand. I don't have any tape.
Alright, let's go back down. And
What's a bag of sand?
I have a bag of sand. My scholar's pack.
What is it?
That bag of sand.
We close the door all the way and go back down and hide again. And wait.
5 minutes pass.
so we wait 15 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, luckily we don't get to that point.
No!
At about 10 minutes, you start to hear this trickling noise. And look over and see water trickling down the stairs.
No.
First slowly,
What?
then a little bit more,
Motherfuck.
a little bit more.
Motherfuck.
Should we go?
Yep. Let's
Yep.
go. Run.
Okay.
GTFO.
Go,
Let's
go.
You get to the top, open the door, and it's clear the door had been holding back a lot of this water as you are immediately hit with a bit of a torrent. Raven, give me a strength saving throw.
It's really good. 23.
This place.
Okay, you manage to
It's a Simic
hold
lab.
your position, not go flying back into your comrades, and you take the brunt of the assault. So then most of the water floods past you, leaving only ankle deep in water in the tile room.
Well, let's keep
Okay.
going.
Keep going.
Do we hear anything? Anyone?
This water, especially now that such a flood has come out of the tile room into the lab below, kind of takes up.
I feel like they were trying to like drown us in the tile room.
I guess so. It feels like it would take a while for that to happen.
It still might work. Let's go.
Go.
Yeah.
As you get towards the top of the stairs, you can see water just pouring down from somewhere. Are you continuing up into the warehouse?
Yeah.
Are we stealthy?
I mean,
I mean, we're splashing around, but at
No,
least we're more.
I think we're
stealthy.
just trying to get out unless you tell me otherwise before I head my way up.
Harlan's just freaking out.
yeah, let's just get out of here.
If we fight, we fight. We can always run.
That's classic Raven. If we fight, we fight. You're never gonna run.
So you get to the top, and what I've drawn on your map are the large vats in the room. The pods are all suspended overhead, but one of them has seemingly been repositioned and opened, and it does not seem to be deflating as water is just pouring out of it down into this secret passageway.
If they weren't trying to kill us, I'd say that was a smart idea.
And as you round the corner at the top, you can see this elvish figure with coral growing all over his body and a large crab-like hand where his left hand should be. But unfortunately, he does not hold your attention for long,
Yes, unfortunately.
as you also can see this creature with crab-like legs, two large humanoid arms, and the head like a hammerhead shark, two giant eyes blinking slowly at you. Its skin is a dark gray and has glowing runes moving underneath the skin, similar to kind of the fish you saw in the ocean before, just these runes swimming in an odd, impossible subdermal sea. And the worst part, there's two of those.
Oh, Lord, Jesus.
One standing on the stairs leading up to the second story.
Oh, hello.
The other standing on the other end of the counter.
And Joey, just out of curiosity,
Yes.
where's the front door?
This is the door you came through. This is the large shipping door.
Ooh, I could get there in like
Not shipping
one
door, whatever
round.
that kind of door is called. The large door that shipments come through where you have trucks, except obviously not trucks in D&D.
Dungeon trucks.
Dungeon.
Fantasy trucks.
Fantasy trucks. Fantasy trucks.
So, in other words, can I have everyone please roll initiative?
Certainly.
So, with all of that said, Remora, we open on you as these shark-like figures, bulbous bodies and giant arms are starting to reach out, mouths opening to reveal row after row of sharp, jagged teeth.
Friendly. I'm gonna cast Bane.
And you do see the two large cylinders at the front of the room are broken.
Mm-hmm.
Bane,
Mm-hmm.
targeting
All three. So charisma save.
the one with the arm, pincer arm, got a 4.
He got the
6
4.
for the one on the other side of the counter, and a 6 for the one on the stairs. They are all baned,
Okay.
which means you.
Yeah.
The D4
And,
trying tide.
Even though he's on the other side of the counter, am I still within melee range of the one right in front of me?
You'd have disadvantage because it would have kind of partial cover.
I mean, like, if I were to move, would I get attack of opportunity on me?
Oh, I see. I'll say no, since you have, because of the way the counter kind of divides you. Maybe technically it should be able to reach you, but I'm going to say no, it should not.
Okay. I'm going to... Excuse me, Raven. I'm going to squeeze around you.
Skimmy.
Get off of
And
me.
then 5,
God, I
10,
have trust issues.
15, 20,
I'm edgy. Don't touch me.
25, and just kind of hide back behind that little vat.
Okay, so that brings us to Raven.
Okay. I'll go up. And fainting attack him.
Just
While
go
I
for one of
do
his
that.
roast crab legs.
Yeah, we're gonna cut him off. So I have advantage on my attack roll. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good. 21.
That will hit.
Cool. So 7 regular damage. Oh man, and 1 extra damage.
Let's see what that is.
Balls.
See what it-
What that big chart is.
Oh, it's fine.
Like, it kind of reels back as it sees you coming in, but its legs stay planted where they are, and you just carve across one of them, and it seems to be this thick shell that's built all around its flesh, but you just cut up one of its legs, leaving this deep wound, and it kind of reels forward, swinging its giant body back and forth on these 4 crab legs.
Okay, well it's like a swinging. I don't want to move like out of its melee range, but do I have the space to kind of squeeze like behind it?
No,
No.
it is fully blocking.
How did Remora get through?
More is
I
not
ran
up.
I'm on the first floor.
Yeah, still on the first floor. Those are the stairs up to the second
Oh,
floor.
I just want to get like off those stairs, basically, without getting out of its melee range.
Unfortunately, getting into its melee range required you to get on the stairs. You can still be on like the lower set of stairs.
Okay, cool.
So that brings us to our Sharky boys, who are going to. I mean, Raven's the closest, so they're both just gonna come in and try to do a little bite. Just a little bite.
Is he leaving my melee range?
No, as we discussed earlier. Encounter.
Did you see they knew what your answer was going to be?
You were so excited to hit something with your little fist.
I have a dagger. It's been plot relevant a couple of times.
So they're both going to attempt to bite you, and then they're both going to attempt to swing a claw into you.
Don't
Awesome.
forget the minus.
So that is a 10 and a 14.
Both miss.
Okay. And then they are both going to attempt to send a claw into you. Just an extra stage of math on all these because of the thing. An 18
Yep.
and a 21.
Well, yeah.
So
The 18 hits, but the 21 doesn't.
so you will take 4 and then 6 points of slashing damage from just 2 giant claw rakes across you. Harlan.
So,
Yes.
I'm not at melee with anything.
Correct.
Am I up on the counter?
No, you were just coming out of the lower stairs. Water's still like dripping onto your head.
So I'm gonna walk around to the edge of the counter.
Right in front of this fish boy?
No, the opposite way.
It is closed on the other side.
Jump over it.
That's why it was hidden.
Oh, so this black line is the counter.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You can vault it.
I could jump over it, right? Or is that
it'd
a
be
check?
really cool.
It'll be a check.
But it'd be awesome. You look so cool. Do it.
I just want to be on the other... Actually, no. I could just duck behind this counter, which would be nice. So I'm just going to go back in that corner. 5 feet. And I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force.
Well, remember, they're currently descended into stairs, so you're stepping, like, the water's pouring past you, but it is constantly kind of running.
How difficult is this terrain?
it's not too difficult to take one step back.
Okay. I am going to put my little thing and do my little like CMYK color spectrum drawing on my hand and cast Phantasmal Force on the Sharky Boy nearest Raven, right? Or no, nearest me, next to Raven.
There's a lot of them.
Intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw for my Sharky Boy.
DC 13.
-2.
Sharky Boy. I'm kind of disappointed in him. So what he sees is...
Listen, he tried.
I just saw Raven do her fainting attack, so he sees like an animated GIF, a mirror of exactly what she just did, like coming at him. But like she is normal Raven, not Snake Raven or Reptile Raven.
Cool Raven.
She's shitty Raven from before.
Yeah.
Also
before
shorter.
time. Wait, what?
Because the phantasmal damage can't be more than 5 feet.
It's a 10-foot cube.
Oh, is it 10 foot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my mistake. I thought
So
it was
it's
small.
giant shitty Raven.
Giant shitty Raven. She's getting up in
My
his
favorite
business with her. She has 2 swords. She's just like hacking at him,
Okay.
trying to distract him, but also do
Does it
some.
do the damage now or at the start of its turn?
I always forget.
I think
And
it's.
I assume this is a
start of his
concentration
turn.
spell.
Yes. Each
Oh.
round on your turn.
Okay, so right now.
4 damage. Second.
This is the other one from the one she cut initially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see it reel and turn back. It's a hammerhead shark head, so like it's just staring at both at the same time.
Badass twins.
As that brings us to
Oh, and I'm a duck.
you drop down. Water's just splashing. Like it's in no way getting too on you. It's just from where the water is hitting near you on top of other water, it's splashing. So you're just constantly feeling almost like standing near a waterfall.
It's fine. I'd rather
It's a
be
much
drowning
smaller
than doing
version.
any of this. That's fine.
This guy's gonna circle around this vat
No.
towards Remora and reach out at you with his large crab-like claw, and you can see it sparkle with electricity as he reaches out for you.
Using my power against me.
No!
It's okay, I don't have resistance yet.
Bane 9.
9.
So he misses you, and then you see him just like strike against the vat near you, and the electricity explodes off of his claw, and you can see it rippling up, pulling on the fluid in the vat and just dancing across it in small arcs before dissipating. Bringing us to Remora, your turn.
Okay. Seeing him rushing up to me, I am going to draw my
You have a falchion.
Yeah. My falchion and my dagger and make 2 attacks. See, this is
Either.
the falcon. Let's do it separate.
Heard it both ways.
Oh boy, that's an 8.
An 8 is going to miss him.
All right, and the dagger, 12.
Is also going to miss him.
Not my dagger.
As he just like pivots his elbow and deflects both off of the rough exterior surface of this clawed hand, bringing us to Raven.
Okay, I'll do the fainting attack again. So I'm gonna spin and make it look like I'm going for this one, but keep spinning and then get him.
Yeet!
You trickster, you.
Okay. She is
Oh my
done.
god, that's horrible on both fronts, but 14.
That is going to miss. As the maneuver, the spin, just the odd way it's rocking back and forth, pivoting its large body around on these crab legs. You haven't really ever had to fight you fought quadrupeds before, but nothing that moves quite in this way.
Should I will. Do you think these guys have like a lot of hit points and we should run, or like are we gonna fight them and kill everyone?
I think we should fight them.
Well, you're Blake, so we can't trust anything you
What?
say ever. Well, anything you say
Well, I can't
pertaining to
trust
whether
you.
we should fight or run. I trust you with actual life stuff.
Okay, I will try my action surge and try and hit him
Yeah. Do it.
one more time.
Okay, are you using a maneuver on this one?
I may, if I hit, I might do a trip attack.
Right, because
It's my bonus action.
fainting used up your bonus one
Yeah.
already.
Oh, thank God. 5 plus 18.
Yep.
That
That'll hit.
number. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna use trip attack, right? That's not a bonus.
Correct.
That's it. Okay. So I'm gonna do 7 regular damage plus 8 for my superiority die, and then he needs to make a strength save or be knocked prone.
Yeah, he has advantage on that save because he's got those stabilizing legs.
But Bane minus a d4.
Ooh, Bane minus a d4. But also it doesn't matter because you killed him, so his stupid stabilizing legs.
Does that mean I still expend my superior?
Yeah, because
I
you did
hit.
the damage.
That's right.
That damage.
And then for my movement,
But he just collapses, like you sweep out the leg and he begins to fall, just knocking himself against the railing of the stairs, against the wall on the other side, rolling just over it, falling into the vat near you. The electricity that was still reverberating there, catching him for a moment, just sinks down.
Nice.
did I get any weird shark juice blood on my face?
Probably a good amount. Yeah.
Okay, so I will turn for my movement and look at the other one and lick it off.
With your weird
Lizard
lizard tongue. No!
It tastes very icky.
Look at Katsu's
Good.
face, though.
Ha ha ha! I love the taste of your dumb blood.
Bringing us to the remaining Sharky Boy, who is now very upset. And
He has two ravens licking their faces at him.
yes, one of them was a much more pertinent threat, so we'll call the pink one the bite, the green one the claw. Got my banes ready, so that'd be only 10 on the claw, but 16
Nope.
on the bite.
Oh.
16 misses you?
17 AC, bitch.
That Bane is coming through.
Level 3, y'all.
Because I have that cloak of protection.
Ah, that's what it is. Okay. Lots of good veins then. Harlan, that brings us to your turn as the remaining shark creature is just trying to bite at the real raven, but not able to find any more purchase than if it had been trying to bite at the fake one.
It's a me. I am...
Does it use your bonus action to do the phantasmal force, or does it just happen automatically?
Double check.
I think it just happens automatically.
Each round of your turn can deal... Yeah, so she's just gonna slash at him. It's the illusion's action, I guess, not mine. So that's 5 psychic damage.
Ooh.
And,
Imaginary raven kicking booty.
Real Raven.
And, real Harlan is going to zap him with a ray of frost. A little sparkly snowflake just goes and, hits him in the back of the head, hopefully.
A single giant snowflake.
And probably doesn't hit him with a 13.
No, unfortunately.
Should have magic missiled him. Anyway.
Bringing us to
On a duck.
a shocking boy who has come over to try to shock
I have no idea where you are.
our good friend Remora. Remora does I need to roll for Bane. 14 to hit your armor class.
Miss.
Okay. Remora.
Okay. I'm gonna lay into him again. Hopefully hit. Ha, so 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright, so 5 damage. And then my dagger will miss.
Okay. Slicing him twice, you finally draw blood, and it's such an odd looking creature you weren't sure, but it does bleed red. You slice him just on the side. Raven, what would you like to do?
Is his belly really this big?
Yeah.
I want to poke it.
With your sword or your finger?
With my
Oh,
sword.
wow. Yeah.
Let me see his belly.
He's Santa.
This guy's cute as hell.
I'm gonna
That's far away from me.
stab into his big old belly. I got a 17 plus 5.
So that'll hit.
And when I pull it out, I want to twist. And then pull it out.
Okay. But no maneuver.
No, I'm just corkscrewing his insides.
Okay. You said you can feel the rough skin tearing as you rip your blade out at a slightly different angle. Feel like you're hitting bone everywhere you go.
No. Well, it was a 9 damage. Which is better than I've done with some of my superiority, so.
The stomach of the creature now torn open, it sags forward, just trying to bite and claw at you desperately.
That's my turn. I ripped his tummy out.
CW body horror.
Oh my goodness. The Bane made both of these rolls. They were both gonna miss, but now they double extra miss.
No.
So that brings us to Harlan. Harlan, you are watching this battle where no one can hit anyone.
I'm doing great.
Except for Raven. I
Bitch!
guess.
Fake Raven is gonna
I'm
hit
helping.
real good, so don't you even worry about it. Fake Raven does 4 points of psychic damage to this boy. His poor brains.
As you tear your blade out, you can see the eyes focus in on you and then collapse a little bit, blinking closed as the creature falls forward.
You did it.
Killed him
Yeah,
by-
I'm like, wow, go me.
I want Raven to believe that she killed
I
it.
do believe that I killed it because I didn't see Fake Raven. For all I know, you're hiding underneath the counter the whole fight.
So has the guy that Remora is fighting been hit yet?
3 damage. At least, as far as I know, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna magic missile him. Can someone give me a d4?
Oh, please do.
Good, because he was going to have
Shot.
some cover from you if it was an attack roll, but
No.
magic missile, no attack roll.
No attack roll. Crushing it with 9 force damage. Let's go. And I'm no longer concentrating because that guy died.
As you duck back behind the counter, looks around momentarily to try to see what was happening, and BAM! Tries to just bring the clawed hand down on you again, Remora. 20 total to hit.
Yeah.
And just grabs a hold of one of your arms with its claw and rakes down your arm, cutting it on both sides.
Yeah.
I need you to take 10 points of slashing
Woo!
damage.
How is she?
I'm okay. Con save.
Yes. DC 10.
I rolled 10 plus something, so.
Yep. So that brings us to your turn.
And then I need to make a dex save. Because I'm gonna zap it.
Do a zap. You go, girl.
10.
From behind the canister, you just see lightning arc out and just frame this guy.
I just see the ambient light from lightning. I'm just like back here looking at the ceiling. Just like,
Ooh,
whoa.
13 damage.
That's nice.
Ah, pretty lights.
What? The one
Reminds me of my
shooting
phone.
onto your face.
They are waterboarding
It's the end of
themselves.
Shawshank Redemption. Spoilers.
13.
13 damage from that?
2d8.
Let's go.
Okay. As the lightning just erupts down your arm as it drags, the blood springs out and the electricity dances across that onto the claw up its body. You can see its face contorting in pain as rips the claw back away from you, looking at you a moment before rearing back to go again. But that brings us to your turn.
Okay. As it kind of like falls back, I'm just going to try to like jam my sword up into him. And that'll be a 13 to hit.
13 is going to miss.
Okay. And then I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself. 6 health. Okay.
Raven,
Why you look at me like that?
what was your initiative? It was like 22,
Balls.
sorry.
Yeah, like 22.
Okay, then it's your turn.
Oh my fucking god.
Is it Wemo?
It's a Wemo.
What's Wemo doing?
It's a Wemo. She shouldn't get this kill shot in.
Yeah, fuck you, Wemo. This is mine.
Wemo will only enter the fray if she knows she could get the kill shot.
I did all the fucking work, and I want to try and take his head off.
Get him. You didn't do any work on this boy.
I did all the other work. I want to try and
Ooh.
take his whole fucking head off.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Called shots are harder to see.
My last fainting attack.
Get him!
So, I'm gonna just classic act like I'm going low. Fake him out.
Just comes parkouring off of the bat itself.
Yeah.
Oh, hi there.
Natural fucking 20.
Ooh.
Yes!
What? Okay. 8 normal. And then 10.
Yikes.
Do I cut his whole fucking head off?
No, he is still standing.
Damn it!
This boy is resilient. He catches some of your attack on his claw, and you just slice through a bit of it, slicing then across his chest from the diverted attack, just sending bits of the carapace flying off in different directions, just cracking, blood splattering onto the wall nearby. But he is still standing.
That was gonna be really cool, but he fucked it up
You
with
did
his
great,
hand.
sweetie.
Remo gonna give it to you!
Oh my god.
Wemo misses.
Oh,
And she comes flying in. Just goes right past. Dang it! Loops back up near where
You're
the
gonna
top
get
of
the kill
railing
shot
is.
again.
Harlan, what would you like to do?
This guy's carapace just got fucked, right?
A little bit of his arm cracked, but he's got a lot of arm.
So his arm is
A slightly
only
more than normal
fine.
amount of arm.
So he's got good arms right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna
So
stand up.
thought.
I'm gonna
Well,
climb
no,
up.
he's got one good arm.
I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna climb up on the counter. And I'm gonna.
Did someone say the magic word climb? Make an athletics check for me.
Hey,
No! 15!
you're minus one
Hey, you
athletics.
climb up on top of the counter. You're wet. At this point, water's been dripping down on you the whole time. It's just one hand climbing up onto the
Like,
counter.
what new monster is rising from the depths?
I'm much heavier than I was before. 'Cause
Your
I have
hair's
lots of
come
layers,
loose and it's just now everywhere.
Angle mark!
like, up in my head, in my
You're alive.
face. And I am going to use my little rock, and I'm gonna draw a little snowflake, and I'm gonna shoot a snowflake at this bad boy.
Cute.
Should check the range. No, the range is good. And I'm going to do an attack roll. Does he have cover on this?
He has
It doesn't matter.
half cover, so his AC is going to be increased by 2.
He missed.
It doesn't matter.
As you freeze over the top
Well, it
layer
might.
of liquid
That might
on the
work.
vat.
And like a
What's
little
your
bit.
spell attack bonus?
It's 10 total.
Oh.
So I just like freeze a little bit of the water on my like cuff of my shirt, and I'm like, God, that's smarts.
Bringing us to its turn. Who will it attack? It will continue to attack Remora.
Dang it.
Remora, it got a 21 to hit you.
Yep.
So I need you to take 8 points of slashing damage. As again, just grabs a hold of you, and this time just yanks, scraping its pincer down your left side, just tearing away at flesh.
Jerk.
She says in character.
Make a
Oh, yeah, okay.
concentration.
12 is the roll. Alright. Alright, so the Falcon will hit. With a 20 to hit.
Eat him.
8 damage.
Okay. Slice across him once more, just fully cut up, but still standing.
Oh my gosh.
This guy is something.
Duh.
Bringing us, Raven, to your turn.
I want to slash his head off.
Yes!
Okay.
23? 23.
Got it.
Get him. 4.
You cut his head off.
Oh,
Yes!
Tries to raise his arm, but the area where it's broken before, he's clearly not got great movement with it, and he's just ever so slightly too slow. As your blade comes across, severs his head, plops off his body, rolls into the vat, and he falls against the wall and slinks down.
I turn and look at both of them. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
I just like quickly
You
nod.
turn, and Harlan is just the girl from the ring.
I'm fixing my hair sort of in the way that Harlan does, which is just like slopping it together into this like. I've decided Harlan has a scrunchie, fantasy scrunchie.
I'm gonna hurriedly like pat down this thing's body and just like see if I can find any identification or just like who it is or something.
Give me an investigation check with disadvantage.
Oh. 6.
You don't find anything of the sort.
Okay, wait. I'm running and I turn around and go, should we put the bodies like down the stairs and then shut the door so it's not like found, you know?
No
Okay,
time. Let's
I gotta
go.
keep running.
Let's go. I think it's more important to leave.
Okay. You guys are outside the building.
Do you guys want to take that looping path this time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's remember we took the path straight through the island.
Yeah. Send me the towel.
No.
You can have my scarf and it's covered in the guts and the
I like
blood.
I take it from you and wipe my face, and it's bad. It's really bad, and then I hand it back to you.
Whatever.
I clean your scarf.
Someone roll a d8 for me.
Okay. 4.
So as you guys are running all along this like outer shore, it's mostly just tough rock all the way around. You see something off in the distance. It catches your eye immediately because of how huge it is. It looks like maybe a surfacing creature of some sort, maybe like the back of a whale coming up. But then you see that it's actually, despite how large it is, and thinking it was like the entire back of a creature, you then see that it's just this head. Maybe like a giant tortoise-like head.
What?
And you see one large eye after the other just blink at you. Maybe not looking at you, maybe just looking at the island overall, but this thing is massive.
What?
Just this giant thing, and all you can see of it is its head.
I hide.
Keep going, keep going.
We're on the seashore.
Ah!
I'm gonna keep running, but I'm kind of watching it.
You guys keep running. Eventually, its head goes back down under the water.
Okay.
I know better than to talk to weird sea creatures and promise I'll be their slave.
No, it was
That's
no big
pretty
deal.
Yeah, let's not do
Sure.
that
It
again.
was no big deal.
And you'll arrive back at the docks where you see the boat. Tan is standing at the top. I stayed on the boat.
Good job. Let's get out of here.
Thank you, Tad. Let's go.
Let's get out of here.
You all scuttle back onto the boat and quickly are able to get away.
Nice.
All right.
Can I look in my portable hole and make sure the head's okay in there? Maybe pull
It's
it
just
out.
as you put it in. there.
Okay, is it covered in ash now?
It's got some ash on it.
But
just
it's
from you
fine.
sitting it in there.
Okay. I close it back up.
All right. I'm pulling us away.
And you guys head back through the same tunnels you made your way here on. Harlan has drawn a very helpful map. It's a straight line.
Listen, I'm going to start school.
And you make your way back to the small platform where up above you know there's that outdoor aquarium, back to those original docks after a few hours of travel. Is there anything you guys want to do during those hours though?
Baby hand. I want to look at my baby hand.
Mm.
Also on this key thing, even though I kind of know what the key does, the rock key.
Can I basically take a short rest while we're doing this?
Yeah.
Same.
So looking at the rock, you know that it is, like, really focusing in on it, you know that it is racially bound and it is accepting of you.
A racist rock.
What time of day is it?
You have not seen the outside in a while. You'd arrived at the aquarium, if I recall, in the evening. I'll have to check my notes on that to confirm, but either way, it's somewhere in either morning or midday now then.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my Perlo power.
Your what?
My Perlo power. I say power into a little pearl, and then it helps me do more magics.
Oh.
It's a placebo effect.
Alright.
It's melatonin.
Do you guys want to get topside?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Alright. Out of the downstairs place.
I hate the downstairs
I
place.
hate the downstairs place.
Did anyone else have anything else they wanted to do during that time?
Not really. I mean, do you want
Stare
to look
into
at the head?
distance.
Yeah, I guess I'll check out the head. I'll reach back in, pull it out, get a closer look at it.
At least holding it within the container doesn't give off any magical energy.
Pop that boy open.
Poke.
Anybody got a can opener?
Poke, poke.
No, you might break the.
Then I'll spend the rest of it
Embalming
using
effects if
the
you-
Let's go, let's go,
reflection
let's go.
on the container to check out how I look.
Raven, are you not the slightest bit concerned that
It's
you?
not like overt scales. It's just like if you catch it in just the right light.
So I
slightly-
didn't turn into like a
No, you're not like a-
lizard folk from like
Exactly.
Skyrim.
Well, I don't know. But, you are not a lizard person, but at certain angles, the right light, you can definitely see some lizard or other reptilian-like characteristics.
So you
Well,
turn
it's
to
super
Barack
dope.
Obama.
Why is Barack Obama a lizard?
Barack Obama's a reptilian humanoid. You didn't know that?
Mm-mm. I don't get the meme. I missed
It's not
that
a meme,
one.
it's the reality.
I'm
Wake up,
old as
sheeple.
balls.
Oh my god.
Wake up.
What's going on?
Okay, cool. I like it. I'm like, damn, I look really cool, but fuck this.
Is
world,
she
though.
okay? Do I understand this to be like a permanent thing too?
Make an intelligence check.
So smart. 17.
So smart.
So smart.
Okay. So you've seen, even just here within moments ago, people with odd characteristics that seem transmogrified in some way, and here, you saw this man in combat with the crab-like arm, but you saw people all throughout Ravnican streets with modifications that seemed definitely weren't being like constantly maintained or created. It seemed just like a permanent living situation. I mean, you've met Aljor, who seems very different from a normal type of person.
So she's just modded now. She's like
I got body
souped
mods.
up.
Yeah, I have like a couple. Shit, it would have been a really funnier joke if I remembered what they're called when you have a big thing in your ear.
Gauges?
I have a couple gauges, some tats,
Some dermal piercings.
some dermals.
Whoa.
I did get the snake thing, you know, like they cut my tongue.
Is her tongue like...
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like an actual snake tongue, or it's like a person tongue with like
Yes.
it's cut.
Yes.
I asked you
That-
2
It is
questions.
that somewhere in between stage where it clearly is a person's tongue, but it doesn't look like a person's tongue.
Hot. Okay.
Make out with some people.
I accept you for who you are.
Turning
Let's just
into
get back
Rayleigh.
in our cart and get out of here.
Let's go visit our vampire best friend.
Okay, so
You guys just have never hung out or like met vampires before. Why is this a big deal?
Have you met vampires before?
Yeah, they're like a lot of them where I'm from.
Okay.
Right?
yes,
That one lady was a vampire
Yes.
from.
What?
Were you able to
Whoa.
tell that she was a vampire?
Yeah. You mean?
Are vampires cool? I've only read about them and they're usually kind of,
even though
Traditional.
vampires where you're from, like you've heard of them drinking blood, you've never heard anything about like,
Mines,
secrets
yeah.
or
What was her name? Demora? No.
drama.
Are there vampires?
That's
from?
probably what I tried to write.
D-R-A-N-A, I believe.
Drano.
I don't think I liked her very much, but not because she's a vampire, because she's like weird. But maybe I liked her. I can't really remember.
You did.
Yikes.
Cool.
So, are there vampires where I'm from?
There's a particular town.
So I've read.
Yes.
Yeah.
But unlikely to have met.
Yeah, so let's go
yeah,
do this
Vamp
and get our
Town.
money.
I know some vamps from Vamp Town.
It's not called Vamp Town.
I'm sorry, it says right here in my notes, Vamp Town. Yeah, I just, I think they're normally a seedy element, but I understand the things are different here.
Well, as
As you say to Reptilia.
yeah,
Raven.
Things are
I
different
mean-
here.
yeah, things are very different here. Do you think we'll ever make it back to our own worlds?
Hopefully,
Well,
eventually.
that's what we're trying. But, I mean... I'm comfortable here. It's fine.
I'm
It's
hoping
not the
I
worst
can
place to be.
at least write a letter to my brother or something.
You have a brother?
Oh, I have several siblings. Do you not?
7?
7?
Several.
Oh, no, I have none.
Do you have any family?
Just another.
Anyone waiting for you back home? Or just your
I
mom?
mean, if you call it a cruise, someone waiting for you.
I mean, I would call it a type
Yeah.
of family, right?
Yeah. Found a family. Closest people I know.
Deep.
Hush.
So you're comfortable staying?
I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. I have no power over my presence here, so I'm not going to worry about it
Yet.
yet. That is the hope. But I've kind of picked up that if you were to master your abilities, you'd go all over the place.
I think that's true.
What about you?
You turn to say that, and Raven has walked away a long time ago. Like,
Just left the aquarium. Raven is waiting in the carriage.
Raven just, yeah.
Raven pokes her head out of the carriage like, y'all coming?
Yeah, basically.
There's just a raven-shaped outline.
I'm gonna, as Remora walks to the carriage, I'm gonna like close my eyes and do that thing where you like try to use the force. And I'm gonna try to play walk right now. Just like for a quick second and then go.
You feel like you can hear the hustle and bustle for about a moment. Like, you hear that laugh that you remember hearing on your last night. Deep, like,
A single tear.
but nothing.
Oh.
I get misty. I go to the carriage.
And as you guys are taking that carriage ride back, we will take another break.
Awesome.
And come back for a little bit more.
I'm so thirsty.
So, back into D&D. We left off with you guys boarding the carriage, heading back towards the 10th. I assume you guys just want to take back the same route you took to get here, just most direct path?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Can someone roll a d12 for me?
7.
Okay. Heading along, you eventually come to an area where you see a statue about 50 feet off. It looks like a giant statue of a horse. Like front legs reared up, just this 60-foot horse statue. Seems to be made out of some light stone. Just as your carriage rolls by.
And just kind of standing by itself, nothing around it.
Why are you
Yes.
making that face for?
It's the only thing standing amongst the rubble. You're kind of like starting to get into the areas of District, I believe, 7,
That's
where you're not yet near Zone 5. You're still, like I said, on the outer edges of it, but there's still a lot of rubble and destroyed buildings nearby. Pretty much the only standing structure, and it stands tall at 60 feet.
That's curious. Do you
Does
guys
it
want to
make
go
any
take a look? What?
Doesn't make any sense. Because if everything was leveled.
I know.
You know. Math. I don't know. Let's go see.
Yeah, let's go take a look. Drive a carriage or stop and walk?
Haven't we had enough of our side adventures? Shouldn't we get this back and stay on track to get out of here?
You should just walk, I guess.
I'm already knocking. Stop.
I'm tan.
Tan immediately is at the door. Is everything okay?
We want to go look at that.
No, they want to go look at that.
All right.
Do you know anything about it?
It's a horse that carried a great warrior back during the Decamillennial,
Decamillennial?
the first fall of the Guild Pact, some 70 odd years ago.
Do you think it's odd that it's still standing and all of these buildings have fallen?
I suppose that is a little strange.
Okay, we'll go take
Maybe.
a look.
Maybe they really respected the horse.
The dragon that was smashing everything?
Yes.
Hmm. Stay with the
It's
carts.
a really nice statue.
It is. So stay with the carts. We'll go take a look.
I'll stay with the cart.
Okay, I get out.
You ever think you need a man like Tan in your life?
Always.
Just like a pragmatic
all the time.
guy who really takes orders well.
You know what? I want a chauffeur in my life.
I need a chauffeur. Anyway, moving on.
So Jared,
So you saw it
just
a little
kidding.
ways off, but as you walk up, it's now towering over you, blocking out the sun, and the sunlight catches on it and shimmers off like it's this brilliant, sparkly white stone.
Is it? Do I know what kind of stone it is?
Make a nature check.
I just love the Nage. 15.
It does seem natural, like not magical in any way. Very fine craftsmanship has clearly gone into it, and it seems like you would assume some rare mineral. You saw carvings being done in the destroyed plaza, very early stages, just large slabs. None of them looked like this, though, even though some of them did have similar shine. None of them were quite this just pure white kind of stone.
Does it look new?
No, it does not. The area at the bottom where clearly something had been carved into it, the letters themselves are destroyed. The entire base of it, it seems like it has definitely felt the rubble, like maybe from falling nearby buildings, smacking against or whatever, and been destroyed somewhat. But the center base of the statue where the horse comes up from is still in perfect condition, just holding the horse there.
I wonder if it has some kind of magical ward protecting it. 'Cause this
As
is
you say that, can I take out my short sword and try and like chip off a
oh boy.
piece of it?
Where?
Well, what, like, is there like a square base in this?
Yes. It stretches maybe 5 feet out from the statue in every direction.
Just like a corner of like the square base.
Yeah, you take your sword and with a considerable amount of force, chip off a little bit.
We'll put that in my bag.
Write it down.
I mean, it can be destroyed. I just chipped off a part of it.
I'm like looking for any special inscriptions or runes or anything.
Unfortunately, any writing that was here was on the base that looks very badly destroyed.
The base is damaged.
Like, it's damaged enough to where, like, you see a random, like, maybe it was an F, maybe it was the start of a B, maybe it was an R.
Oh.
Like, you can't really tell.
But the horse
Does it
itself is in good
stop?
shape.
Being damaged, like when
It's
it
only
gets,
the
like, the
kind of
hoof?
outer area of it. Like, it's got some scratches all around the side of it, but nothing on top or the horse itself.
Okay, can I try on the horse's like foot closest to us?
As you reach off, you dink off an invisible barrier.
Huh. There's a barrier, you guys.
There's Azorius written all over it. All abjuration magic is Azorius for me. Does it look like there's some sort of magic going on? Is it protected by like a
You don't see any runic markings or anything.
I mean, there's a clear barrier when I try and get a piece of it.
You bink off the same, whether you're on that side. And as you go around, it's not the same square shape as the base. It's more cylindrical, and you're assuming that that's why some parts of the base were able to break. Just the corners and some of the front edge just weren't quite included in that cylinder. But it doesn't divide the rock either. The rock is one contiguous piece between it. Just the front part of it doesn't seem to be within this barrier.
I guess someone took it pretty seriously to protect it.
So it was important to them. Are we finished? Shall we go?
Good.
I guess so. Back to the cards.
Okay. You return to the cart. I stayed with the cart.
Great.
Thank you, Tam.
Proud of you.
You're welcome. We'll be on our way.
Yes.
So are we heading back to our place, or are we heading back to the Chubby Dryad?
Well,
Go back to the Chubby Dryad. Let's get this over with.
Yeah, if Tan, like, if it's either still daytime or if it's night and Tan.
You'll be arriving pretty late at night, but
It was like a sketchy secret bar, though.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was playing me over.
Like, let's.
I say we get rid of this head as soon as possible.
Excellent.
Yeah.
then you make your way back into the tent, down the ramp onto the first shelf, and around to the Chubby Dryad.
Yeet. Can you guys picture a Chubby Dryad? Because it's really cute.
A dryad is a tree thing again.
Tree person, yeah.
I'm just picturing Hester.
Who's that?
It's a character from Zelda. I'll pull it up.
I know it's Zelda, but I don't remember who Hester
Oh my
is.
goodness. Is it the person I'm thinking of?
With the maracas.
Yeah. Okay. I had not considered that, but yes, that is exactly what.
That's so cute.
Look at this.
That's it.
Chubby Dryad. Do, 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 do.
He's the one you give the Korok seeds to,
Mhm.
yeah.
So, inside, you find the same thing as before. As you left, Tan, unsurprisingly, stayed with the cart.
What a good
Is
guy.
that- As you make your way inside, you hear Tan riding off.
Oh. Bye, Tan.
Always been wanting more.
Seems after a few days you've lost the use of your driver.
I love him.
And you find the bar as bare as it always is.
Wait, I have it.
There's the same elven man in dark green robes, same jeweled crown.
I'll have a tall glass of whatever you please.
Wonderful. Pulls the lever, the little pop, pop. And the front of the bar and the top just pop to reveal the secret stairs leading down to the whispering faucet.
Is it lively?
You can hear some noise echoing from below. Definitely some revelry occurring. Same volume as the other time you were in here.
I'll go downstairs.
And you find Zavkeldo sitting in the same chair, the only one with the back in it in the entire establishment at the far side. All the other tables are filled. There's the same odd mustachioed man at the bar as from before. It seems remarkably similar to how you left it last time, except this time there are actually two people sitting just kind of on stools near the table where Zavkeldo is sitting, but not at his table with him.
I'll walk right up and sit at the table.
Ah, you've made it back.
Mm. Is there a restroom around here?
Yes, you can use it in that corner. Be very careful as you go. You wouldn't want the Kinra disturbing you too much.
I go over there, open up my pocket hole, pick out the head.
As you walk over, you notice the blue skeletal figure in the corner, like it's up on its legs, and it just like its head turns and watches you as you move towards the bathroom. And you duck inside and grab out the head.
Wipe it off a little bit on my clothes. Walk out. Toss a ration to the skeletal creature. Does he eat it like a cracker?
Bounces off his skull, lands nearby. Still just looking directly at you.
Hmm.
But remember, it's chained to the wall.
Go, no problem. Go back to
It's
Zoth.
Holding its odd hooked blade.
Go back
I'm
to
not
Zoth Keldo and under my shirt.
Now, while you've been in the bathroom, let everyone else
Yes.
have a moment. What's happening outside while...
I mean, I'm making awkward small talk, probably, is the thing.
Yeah.
With Zofkelder or someone else?
I have some burning questions.
For Zav,
Yeah.
you go ahead.
Like, so did you know that, our the Engelbarts was actually a person?
I knew of that there had been an inventor named Engelbart. I assumed he named his invention after himself.
Hmm.
It seemed to us as though the artifact you were looking for may have been specifically that guy. Like his essence, like his head.
We brought
Oh,
back his
jaw.
head.
my.
We both thought you would be happy about that.
And Wemo told us that you were a mind drinker?
Yes, one of several.
Huh. Fascinating. And you didn't think it was, prudent to tell us this, so that we knew what we were looking for.
Like I said, I didn't know.
Insight check?
Sure.
20.
20 and from
7.
Harlan. 7? Seems genuine.
Alright. Well, I mean, we took care of your business. Our friend disappeared for some reason. She has the head, and I guess she's coming back. But,
So you procured the head as well.
Oh,
yes.
of course.
Oh, I thought you were
it
just
was-
bringing me information. I was ecstatic to hear that alone.
It was
but
literally in a jar waiting for us.
wonderful, wonderful.
What do you plan to do with it?
Well, if I'm able to use it to find the blade, then that's what I'll do with it. Otherwise, there might be all sorts of other manner of secrets worth delving into in there.
And you're looking for the blade to sell it?
I haven't yet decided. I'm a collector. I know many other collectors.
I understand.
And why do you think that Engelbart can lead us to the sword? Like, what is his connection to it?
Engelbart was a historian, an enchanter, and a paranoid man. Last I heard, the sword had fallen into the earth below, so maybe he knows what came of it after that.
Makes sense.
It hasn't been seen. It hasn't been seen in several thousand years, so
Oh.
who knows what has happened.
And how
And
long?
there's very few people that have been alive since then to ask.
How old was Engelbart? Was he around then?
Engelbart was a historian back around 7000 ZC, so hence why I thought him and his secret works might hold the key. When a more modern Simic historian had information that I acquired, speaking of Engelbart's
10,000.
things left behind, seemed worthwhile.
I don't suppose you would know why we were attacked by an agent of the Simic Conclave while we were there.
Well, we were technically stealing,
Mm-hmm.
There weren't too many, though, were there? I hear it's been chaos down below. The lower shelf has been in disarray for the last few days since you've been gone.
Well, there's nothing we couldn't handle, obviously, but it was a surprise.
Good, I appreciate that. I always am in need of more people who can handle things.
Are you coming back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, around this time would be.
I mean, I have the head like under my shirt because I just don't want to carry a hat around, you know?
Yeah.
Be like,
Everyone, like, you do catch some weird glances from nearby tables.
I give them an evil stare back.
They kind of just shrug off and go back to their own conversation.
Girls planet where you could just carry a head around. It's this bar.
I mean, do you want me to just like put it on the table or?
I mean, I'm presuming Zafkeldo kind of like owns this place, so I would presume it'd be fine.
Okay.
That is wonderful. I wasn't expecting that.
Is this a pleasant surprise or a bad surprise?
Yes, very pleasant. Very
Okay,
pleasant.
good.
How much money were we making on this? Out of character.
We've been paid for half of it, right?
Yeah.
But he's
I
paying us
can't
the
remember
rest
what the amount was.
now. Now-ish.
Well, considering this is such a surprise, then perhaps we can arrange, you know, a little bonus to our agreed upon payment.
It pulls the
Business
head
woman.
over, inspects it. So surprising these things that Simic get up to. Go.
Payment, please.
Oh, not you. Go. And you see the two men on the stool nearby stand up and pull daggers. I need everyone to roll initiative.
No!
Oh, come on!
No!
The plot twist.
We can't trust anyone.
No!
Everyone else in the tavern also just immediately goes silent as they stand up.
What?
I'm gonna cry. I love him so much.
Lemo's gonna turn on us.
We're running.
Well, let's see how hard they hit. But yeah, probably.
Because if we defeat his men, he might get into the fray, and I don't think we could fight a vampire right now. Because I'm just a baby. This is the saddest I've ever been.
I thought he was gonna be such a cool guy.
I was willing to sell my soul for him.
I thought we did what he wanted, but I guess we know too much now.
I think we did what he wanted.
But we don't.
He
we
didn't
don't.
want to pay us.
The real question is, will Wemo help us?
No, Wemo's a fake friend.
No, Wemo was the only real friend.
Wemo's gonna get the kill shot on one of us.
The last thing we see is Wemo's.
I'll kill
toothpick.
Wemo.
I didn't even need a tragic backstory because I'm getting one now.
Oh boy.
This is my tragic backstory for later in the campaign. This is the most important moment of my life. Be betrayed.
The thing is, though, if we kill Zafkeldo, we won't be able to know where the sword is.
I'm leaving.
So, as Zafkeldo just waves go to them, he then turns with his hand and makes a grabbing motion at you, Harlan.
Vulcan death grip.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
6!
Can I have my HP back?
Yeah.
Wait, who did this to you?
Zombie.
Zombie.
He's gonna drink my mind.
You are paralyzed, Harlan. So, that brings us to Remora and Raven.
You want me to go first?
Do a combo move on this
Make sure.
motherfucker.
This might. That turn of events might have changed my plan. Let me see.
Please kill him.
So, as the fight broke out, I was preparing to kind of support you, but seeing you suddenly freeze up and Zafkeldo muttering words, I'm gonna cast Shatter. It's kind of like in the middle of these two, right here.
Yeet.
10-foot radius.
Oh, is it gonna get Raven?
No, Raven's just outside it. That's a con save? Yeah, con save.
A con save,
Mm-hmm.
19. 4.
Okay.
Cool.
Which one's the 4?
The one that was standing up and pulling his dagger.
Alright. 9 damage for the one that failed, and 4 for Zoff.
As there's just this loud shattering noise, just this crack of thunder from the corner of the room, reverberating across both of them. Swivels in his chair a little bit, leaning against the back, pushing off the wall to try to like brace himself against just the force of it. Raven, what would you like to do?
Have a question. Since Harlan is paralyzed, I would not be able to use maneuvering attack on them.
Correct.
Would Harlan be able to breathe if I push them into the portable hole?
No.
Okay.
Maybe don't.
But then I could pack you up and run with you.
Hey, if you're running, I'll catch up. Harlan loves to run.
I'm with a melee of these guys, yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, I fight. Fight them.
I fight them.
Guess what?
Huh?
Fainting.
Okay.
19.
That will hit.
9 slashing plus 7.
So 16 total. So it's still only DC 10 for his concentration. But he is going to lose it.
Yes. Perfect.
It's me. I'm here.
As you run up, slash into him, he turns away. You can hear Harlan behind you. As Harlan, it then becomes your turn.
Perfectly planned.
It's my moment. My time to
It's
shine.
my time.
Yes, please. Do some.
It's my time to shine.
100%.
No, I have the same spells prepared as yesterday, so I am going to cast Phantasmal Force on the grunt standing next to me.
Okay.
Hey.
And not you, the other one. So he needs to make an intelligence saving throw, DC 13.
He failed.
Okay, so he's gonna see a flock of black birds that sort of like cloud his vision and like get up in his business and poke him with their beaks. It's just like 1,000 of my fat boys.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like mirror image, how it splits out, except it splits out over and over again, continuously splitting.
Yeah.
Just swarming over him, pecking away.
And I don't know how much I can obscure his vision with this, but I want to like have just like a ton of them, like to where it's like intimidating. So he's gonna take 6 points of psychic damage. And I don't know how Phantasmal Force works with, like if I left his melee range, would Phantasmal Force help me not get hit?
I would make a roll. So maybe not.
I'm gonna back up about 15 feet.
He's very preoccupied by the birds. You back up, you bumping into a couple other people as you go, but they seem unresponsive. They, like I said, they all stood up, turned, and then stopped.
God, this is exactly a dream I've had before.
Bringing us
We will please.
to our boys. This one's gonna try to step out from the birds, which puts him right in front of Remora.
Don't you
So,
dare.
Remora, he's gonna take his dagger and try to stab it into you. He got a 16 to hit you.
Okay.
I need you to take 9 points of slashing damage from my boy.
What?
I know.
Okay,
my
well,
boy.
I'm gonna need
My
him to make a
boy.
dex save.
A dexterity save.
Yes. Because I am quite...
He got a 6.
Oh, he got a
What
6?
do you want from him?
I want him to take some lightning damage.
Dang.
6 damage.
And then the other one is going to attack Raven. I only got a 13 to hit Raven, though. So that one tries to stab into you and misses. And then you're standing right in front of Zovkeldo, so you see him, like, as he's turned back after you've slashed him, like, look confused. What are you doing? Get them! Get them! And still, everyone, like, as you back into them, Harlan, you hear that, you look around in the panic, no one's moving.
Interesting.
Bringing us to Zovkeldo's turn. And in a bit of a panic, he just reaches out and will attempt to grab a hold of you, Raven.
Mm-hmm.
He got a 19 to hit you.
And they kiss.
Oh.
That's the second attack he has. Multi-attack. Be patient. I need you to take 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And you are now grappled.
Oh boy.
And then he's going to try to bite you.
Wait, what?
Unfortunately, he only got a 12 to bite into you.
No.
Just barely. Like, you maneuver and he just gets a mouthful of your scarf. Hold still, damn you. Bringing us to Remora and Raven.
Alright, I'm going to swing my falcon at the one who just attacked me. Ah, natural 20.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yes.
9 damage. And
That will be enough
good.
to fell that boy. He just collapses. You see him like still trying to like he's oddly ducking in and out as you attack, and you just slice across his chest, and he just collapses over backwards. Seems like he was barely paying you any mind, and
then
clearly regrets it.
I'm gonna move here and then cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay,
And I heal 6.
Raven.
I'd like to escape my grapple, which I now have advantage on.
Okay, that'll use your action to try
Yes.
to escape it. Yep.
Oh, balls.
Balls.
That's like my new word. I don't know why. Is it a saving throw?
No, it is just an athletics or acrobatics check of your choice.
Okay, then it is 15.
Okay, you are still held.
Damn it. While I'm grappled, can I still... Like, next turn, would I still be able to attack?
Yes, you can still attack. The only thing you can't do while grappled is you can't move away. And because he's got you in his grapple, he can try to bite you.
Oh, well, I'll use my action surge.
Okay, are you attacking or trying to break free again?
Trying to break free.
Okay.
9.
You do not get out of it. I rolled a lower number this time too.
I'm not meant to get out of this grapple.
Bringing us to Harlan, you see Raven just struggling against Keldo as he's just like trying to use his chin to get her scarf out of the way.
Ew. I'm gonna magic missile him. Just gonna straight up just like look at him like, come on, man. And like,
It's gross, man.
like I'm not even scared anymore. I'm just like mad. And then so I'm just gonna like shoot him in the face with my little beautiful cute stars. I've decided they're like different colors and they're all like pastel anime colors and it looks like the title sequence of an anime. It's
I
very
hate
cute.
it.
And that's why I rolled so shitty.
That's why.
Because I was being extra. So he's gonna take 7 force damage right in his noggin.
Looks up at you for a minute, then just goes back to try to get past the scarf. After Harlan, the thing happened.
Thank you.
And then we come to our remaining boy, who, since you're presented right in front of him,
Right there.
but he got an 8 to hit you. So he's going to miss you as just trying to like wait for his opening when Zob Keldo has you, and then goes to stab you in the chest, and just like you're grappled, you just keep rolling back and forth trying to get away, and he misses you. Just knocks you
Let's
against
say
the
he
side of
just
the chair.
stabs off Keldo instead on accident.
No, he does not. But that does bring us to Zob Keldo, who is going to attempt to bite you again.
No!
And this time he got an 18 to hit you.
That hurts, you bites me. He used
See how
his
good-
chin correct.
Let's see if his
And
bite-
as like he pulls your scarf away, you guys see this like giant scar
Oh,
across
my.
Raven's neck. I need you to take 6 points of piercing damage
Okay, I can do that math. That's easy.
and 11 points
I'm
of necrotic
down.
damage.
Oh my God.
Also temporarily reduce your hit point maximum by the same 11.
Wait.
So your hit point maximum minus 11.
Yeah, that's math.
That's your new maximum. Okay, so you understand how it works. You're just mathing.
And that doesn't reduce your maximum to 0, I assume. Yet.
No.
Okay, but you are now unconscious in Zob Keldo's arms.
Zavi, take me away. I'm just kidding.
God.
I'm deciding whether or not he's going to punch your unconscious body or if he wants to save you to keep drinking. I think he's going to save you to keep drinking.
Oh, good.
And not try to
That's good.
just punch you. Bringing us to Remora and Raven.
Well, I'll cast Healing Word on you. 'Cause that's what I do.
Oh, that's why you need that D4.
And that's 7 HP. And then I'm gonna shoot my crossbow at Zokelda. No, I don't. I don't.
Arrow goes wide, catches on the back wall. But Raven, you are now up You're still held in his grapple.
Okay, I was gonna say, am I still grappled?
Yeah, your eyes, like everything starts to fade as he just has bitten into you, and you can feel him draining your life force, and then you're back.
Okay, I'm gonna try to break his grapple again.
Okay.
16.
You break free.
Oh, okay. Now I'm free, and I'm gonna try and run and hope that they miss on their attacks of opportunity.
Okay. The smaller guy first got a 10 to hit you. Zofkeldo just reaching out and punching at you. A total of 11.
Oh my god, okay,
Wow.
cool. Okay, so then 30 feet away towards the exit. And I'm yelling, come on, guys!
Wait, why?
Because I'm literally gonna die.
Make a perception check for me.
Oh, is the door fucking blocked? 15, wait, 18.
You can hear just very lightly, and it's only because so many people in this room are still. You can hear faint footsteps coming in the front door upstairs. Movement.
Narcs.
Are they here to kill
It
us?
The
sounds.
cops.
You roll pretty well on your perception check. It sounds like only one pair of footsteps.
One cop.
It's been too long since we've
It's
seen
tan.
So that was Raven's turn. She is no longer grappled, bringing us to Harlan.
Here's the thing. I can't take this guy down
Why?
on my own.
I
Stay
mean, I'm
and
still
help.
here.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm standing.
if we're about to run,
No, we're not.
I'm gonna real quick cast grease on that 10-foot square back there.
Where? Just where the two of them were
Where those two
standing.
boys are, yeah.
Okay.
And it's also difficult terrain now, even if they...
Dex save.
Yes.
Zofkeldo got a 12.
13.
Hey.
This guard is the most incompetent. Oh my
Get
goodness.
Oh, this is
He
funny.
stood up, missed like 5 times, and then fell down.
And, I mean, if Raven's running, it's time to run, right?
They're about to attack me, though.
I'm gonna turn around, walk 30 feet. I'll probably get in front of Raven then.
Just
Oh.
stop in front of her.
Would I be able to say, like, somebody's upstairs or something?
Yeah.
Someone's upstairs.
Do you want me to go?
I mean, I meant, like, don't go up there because they'll kill you. Stay
Okay.
behind me type deal.
Okay.
We have that whole conversation in 6 seconds.
So I'll stop at the foot of the stairs.
Okay.
We're talking really fast.
Mm.
Weemo!
So, as you do that, you can hear this scream behind you. Weemo! And you see Weemo appear out of nowhere in a flash, bringing her dagger down on the prone Zofkeldo.
What? If she gets a killing blow, I'm gonna scream.
She is going to hit him because she had sneak attack. Had advantage because he was prone and she was unseen. So,
Nemo's
melee
on
attacks
our
have advantage when
side?
people are prone if
oh
you
my
want
goodness,
to
such
cut
good
them
sneak
sword.
attack damage.
Rogue shit. Get him, Weemo.
She likes us better than her boss.
Gotcha. And then it's our humor boy. So he's gonna try to stand up. Does he have anything like that trips him when he stands up, or is it just difficult terrain?
Just
now?
difficult terrain.
Okay.
Can you put Wemo's
Yeah.
location?
Perfect. She is on top of Zofkeldo.
Why is she on our side?
I think everybody hates Zav. Everybody around here was just like,
He's going to stand up, see Weemo digging her dagger into him, and just going to try to slash
No!
Weemo out of the air.
Weemo! Did he quit?
No, of course not. No, he misses again. Zofkeldo is going to stand up, look around at everyone else not moving. Is this your doing? And tries to snatch Weemo out of the air.
Weemo for Queen of Demir. I vote Weemo. 2020.
And just smacks Weemo, and she goes flying into the far wall, collapsing. So 15 to stand up. This is difficult terrain, so 25, 30, and then is going to try to smack into Remora as well. 14 to hit your armor class. Misses. Bringing us to Remora and Raven.
Okay.
I can go if you want.
Well, seeing our surprised ally in immediate pain, I dig deep, and I'm going to channel divinity, cast Shatter right in the middle of these guys and try to get both.
Okay.
So, con saves.
Ooh. Zalkeldo made it. You rolled a 1. The guard rolled a 1.
Alright, so
Why is this card
24 damage to that guy.
Ooh, boom,
And
boom.
12 damage.
He explodes.
And 12 damage to Zalkeldo.
Zalkeldo like rolls forward, letting the back of his cloak try to shield him from just the raw force. The wave of sound that goes breaking out across his back looks up at you. You can see the pain in his eyes and panic as he looks around at everyone still unmoving, just at tables like 5 feet away from you.
I meet his eyes and kind of like beckon him on. Come on, me and you.
Raven.
I will take out my crossbow.
Okay.
Is he too close to me where I would have disadvantage?
No, that's only if you're directly adjacent.
Okay. So I will try and shoot him with my crossbow. I will probably not shoot him with my crossbow. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does hit him.
Cool. Now it's 8 piercing.
And it just hits him and sends him collapsed onto the table next to him where you had just been having your conversation with him less than a minute before.
Before anything else happens, I want to grab Harlan and shove him behind me.
I'm running to Wemo. You don't even have to shove me.
Okay, good.
Bye.
And I'll just stand at the stairs ready.
I'm gonna run over there too and cast Healing Word on Wemo.
Okay. Tell me how much hit points we
Max 8 health.
8 health.
Wow, you only healed me up for 7, but that's fine.
Whatever.
Everyone okay?
Are you okay?
Why did you help us?
Remo's aces.
We'd appreciate it.
Boss said to.
What? Who's your boss?
Oh.
I thought Zalkeldo was your boss.
No, it's not. The boss is Zavi.
Who's your boss?
You were standing still near the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay, you see the figure making their way down the stairs.
Who?
Bright, colorful, patchwork dress, orange, bobbly hair. You recognize Erica.
Oh, that bitch!
What?
I fucking kill her right now.
What?
Oh, hi.
What are you doing here?
I just turn around like my eyes like wide like.
I like, keep looking back and forth like, do I kill her?
What?
It looks like I missed a lot of fun around here.
I guess so. Who are you? Like, who are you really?
Well, you guys call me Erica.
Yes.
I like Erica. I think I'll keep that one. This is too much color for me, though. And as you watch her run her hands back along her hair, her skin pales. The hair, as her fingers leave it, turn black, and you see just this entirely different figure before you. She pulls on both of her ears, and they end in sharp points.
Oh, thank
And
God
you're
she's
just
not a
an
human.
elvish woman standing before you now. And all of her robes seem to billow and roll out of themselves, changing from her bright, colorful fashion to just dark robes all the way down.
Huh.
Oh, I love her. She's my girlfriend now.
Okay, so if you...
Oh.
Yes, I think I'll keep Erica in this form. It's suited me well so far.
I put my sword up. She's an elf. This
So
is great.
Remo
This is great news.
Remo works for you?
Yes, she does, and so did he, but not anymore.
So were we just the middle of a sort of, corporate warfare within your little gang?
What does corporate mean?
It means there were some disagreements on how things should be run, and the dissenting interest has now been dealt with. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome. That was me.
I almost forgot. We had a deal. And she walks over towards you, Remora, reaching into her small satchel at her side, and she pulls out this dark purple fabric that she just throws across your shoulders.
That's my girlfriend. Leave
And you've
her
done
alone.
such a good job. I think I'll leave you a little something extra. She touches her finger, but briefly, on one end of the scarf, and you can see the fabric as if it crawls out, following her finger. This dark blue fabric sewing itself into it. First, a small ball, and then an oblong disc around it, and then spidery legs crawling out of it.
Thank you.
You recognize the insignia of House Demir.
Hey, yeah, can you like make mine
I
green?
think I just
though?
got a job.
We've been marked.
And as soon as like it finishes, you can feel this new power surge through you. The moment you're not sure what it is, but you can feel it at your fingertips.
Yay!
Be careful. My blessings are hard to come by. Don't go wasting it.
Remora is very nervous, but Blake is very excited.
So, should we continue to call you Erica?
Yes, like I said, I think I like that name.
I understand.
I very much appreciate your blessing, but we did have an arrangement with Zafkeldo, and these two deserve some compensation as well.
It's
Fine.
you're pushing it. You're
No,
pushing it,
she's right. Zavkeldo made a deal with you as an agent of the house, and as the house's leader, I have an obligation to see all of our promises through. She walks over, reaches into Zavkeldo's pocket, pulls out a little pouch. Seems about right, and tosses it at you, Harlan.
It is just good business.
Thank you.
Speaking of good business, I think I have some house cleaning to do before I'll be trusting any of my mind drinkers or thought spies again. You can keep whatever artifact it was Zavkeldo had you retrieve.
I don't. Do we want it?
Were you aware of what he was trying to find?
I know of the blade.
It doesn't concern you that elements within Demir were seeking it?
Like I said, I have some house cleaning to do, and I have no use of it now. I'll take a while before any of my telepaths. None of you are telepaths, perchance, are you?
Not to my knowledge.
No.
Pity. Would have been easier. Well,
Unless
as unlikely as it ever seems, if you ever find yourself in the company of a trustworthy one, you may find quicker use of this than I do. And just kind of motions towards the head in a jar, pushing it back towards you.
well, we might as well keep it.
Put it in my
Suppose.
portable hole.
And I think I'll keep this place. Dangerous as it might be, it is at least nice proximity to oversee the reconstruction of the lower shelf. And as she turns and sits in the chair Zakhelda had been sitting, everyone else in the bar sits down and goes back to normal conversation.
Okay, that was weird. Why were they kind of in a trance?
They all work for me.
Seems like they were just waiting.
Okay. Well, I'm
Okay.
happy with how this turned out.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank
If
you.
you need-
You've done a great deal of work for my city.
And if you need more work from us, just let us know.
I suppose we can find you here.
Yes, or I'll be in touch, but don't go looking for me at the stand. I'm done with that life now.
I
Oh.
understand.
We could get coffee together again sometime.
Coming to the first is not something I'm likely to be caught doing too much. But
You just asked like the leader of the CIA to get coffee with you. Oh my god.
But as a showing of good faith, if you do want to do future business, you can also have this. And she pulls out a small ring of keys and tosses it to you.
Thank you.
Zavkeldo was keeping something in the basement. I've tired of her form as well, so you can have her back.
Where's the basement?
What?
There's a hidden door just within the restroom there.
Oh, I didn't. Oh.
You had covered it up with the portable hole.
Oh yeah, that one. I was
Yeah,
gonna tell you
yeah.
guys about that.
Should we go look?
I suppose.
Okay, let's go look.
Boys, let's go get ready for righting the ship. And everyone then stands back up and follows her out.
She's so cool.
I loved her as Erica.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Wemo. Keep in touch, okay?
Yeah, I'll let you know if the boss has any more work.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Waymo. You're the best.
Thank you, Wemo. Thank you for everything.
Thanks.
So we go to the restroom.
Yeah, it's a chapter in the restroom.
To the restroom trapdoor with the form that she's tired of or whatever.
And you see, as the three of you move by, the Kenner in the corner just turns and looks at you. Now, the four of you, the only things in the room.
No. 0 out of 10.
We could like free it.
No.
I mean, it didn't attack us, so I was afraid it would. But
Well, it's chained to the wall in that corner.
yeah, still, but I didn't know how that was going to go.
Let's go check out this trap first.
Yeah.
Okay, you, knowing that there is one, easily eventually will find it. And under it is just a set of rough stone stairs leading down into darkness.
I look expectantly at Raven.
Okay, fine. Even though I'm the one who like almost died like a lot, that's fine. I'll go down.
You're Raven, here's the keys.
The whole time I'm going down, I'm like muttering about how pissed I am. Now, how am I gonna get this white scarf turned green?
You get to the bottom of the stairs, and you can see there's 4 cells, 3 of which seem to be empty, but the one directly to your left, they're just in pairs of 2. The one directly to your left, you see scuttle up in the corner, a small figure, wide head, pointed ears, just shivering in the dark.
I mean, should I open?
I'm just gonna go ahead and take the keys from you and open the door. Say, hello?
Who's there?
Oh, I'm Harlan Severino, and this is Angela
It's me.
and
Harlan?
Lamar.
Hmm?
Yes?
You figure stands up, walks over, and you can make out more of the features now that it's closer, and you recognize Marie.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, I hate this.
Why are you here?
Oh, that was never Marie. That was with us.
Hey, I got jumped in the streets one night, walking back to the lab after talking to you guys. Late night visits are never good. Never do late night visits. That's always been my policy. I broke it once to come give you a map, and now this all breaks out.
To be fair, we just saved you.
Well, I'm hungry.
Understandable. Come back to our place and we'll get you some dinner.
Okay, but I'm not staying there till night.
Okay, we'll walk you home if it gets dark. Don't worry.
You guys exit, and it's already dark.
Night.
Ah, beans!
Alright. Let's go back to the place.
Damn it! We don't have a kitchen. This sucks. This house sucks. I
I
hate our
have
apartment.
a mess kit with like cooking tools.
I hate our free apartment.
We should have asked Erica for a better.
Is that your plan to go back to the place?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're all kind of.
As you enter Ravna House, you do smell warm food.
Oh my boy.
Erica.
And you just see Irikai standing behind the counter, a tomato roasting in his hands.
What's up?
Oh, hello there.
You're
Oh.
back.
Well, of course I'm back. I've been here for a while. You're the ones who have been gone for several days. I was starting to believe something had happened.
Yeah, we were on a little job, but.
Well, we were saving Marie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we're doing.
Oh, hello, Marie. It's I, Irikai. We spoke briefly once. No, is this the bird person you were telling me about?
Yeah.
Oh,
this-
that
this
wasn't
is
you
right
the
now.
whole time then, I guess. So I'm gonna be kind of like, it's a long story. Never mind.
She like.
I'm going to my room.
Do you want to know?
You're the bird one? Yes. And Marie just is devouring this tomato out of his hands.
I was like, is she eating your kind?
No.
Are they making
Oh
out?
my god.
No, just eating the tomato. Oh. Well, did everything go well? No, from the look of you, I do highly doubt so.
I'm feeling fine. I haven't taken any damage.
But you still, like, the filth, like, you have not been in a scenario to really...
It's like I got like really wet from that weird water from the Simic stuff, which I'm assuming was like acidic or something, and like dried out my hair. And I'm just like, it's like hard water. No, things didn't go as planned, but I believe we came out on top. We have a head now.
Oh. What?
Well, Raven has it. She's gone, but we went to the Zona 5 and did some exploration. And Marie, did you guys abandon our project or not?
5 was destroyed.
Or no? The one we were in was Zona 7. Five?
It starts with an M.
Masidi
Masidi.
district.
Masidi.
We were in the
which
Masidi
houses
district.
Zona 2.
That one. I tell him that.
Yes. I was looking over the Zonuts as a part of my research the other day.
What have you been researching specifically?
Nothing specifically, just everything.
Have you found any more information about how to get back to our homes?
No, I was hoping when I read of these sinkholes opening up to a world below that it was possible we were in some kind of stacked reality situation and just falling through might be the case, but it turns out it was just Simic opening up sinkholes to the sea below.
Yeah. As I understand it, it's more of an interplanar, like planetary
Yes.
thing.
It's all very complicated.
Oh, sure. Yes.
I'm going to ask Marie. So, did we last see you the nights you came here? The first nights we were here?
That's the last time I saw you guys.
So, when we came to the Izzet League last time, and you basically told us to go away, that wasn't you.
It was Erica.
That sounds like me, but no, I haven't ever seen you guys at the lab before.
Well, you made it sound like you were not interested in us planeswalkers at all.
Oh. I'm interested to the extent that I'm trying to upgrade the capacity of the pyroconverters to be able to kill as many as possible in case there's another conflict, but need to be able to fight off invaders, you know?
So you're going to use us to kill off other planeswalkers?
No, I'm going to use pyroconverters to kill off other planeswalkers.
Oh.
You guys seem fine, though.
Yeah. Sounds about like Marie. This is legit.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, I suppose we should walk you home after dinner, of course.
I mean, you're free to stay here. There's an extra bed. No, there isn't. Not that we have the bird guy. Never mind.
There's a couch.
Me and Yorikai share a bed. Thank you.
Wait, there's a room prepared for me at Nivets, and I need to get back to my people.
Okay.
Dret grabs a banana off the counter, eats it in one bite.
Do you want to walk her home with me?
Is there anything else we need to talk to her about?
I mean, now that we know that she's actually there now, we could go back to Nivix and try talking to her, but I don't know.
I think we should use her to try to get an appointment with Zarek if we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would it be possible for us to meet Zarek? Is he back?
We don't know if he actually.
Oh, yeah.
left.
I've been in jail
Yeah,
for
you
a
haven't
week.
been home.
Exactly.
That's correct. Well, when you get back to Nivix, if you could track down Zarek, we would like to speak with him. And then you can send a message to us and we'll come.
I'll let him know if he's there. I know he was going to be gone for a little while, but
We
he
appreciate
should be
it.
back now.
Thank you.
Let's get you back so you can rest.
So, we'll walk her home.
Would you like me to come?
Sure, if you'd like.
Yeah.
I don't mind a night stroll.
Bye, Raven. We'll be right back.
Okay.
So have you found any more information yourselves?
Oh, well, we've done some research.
Nothing.
Actually, Irikai would wait until you had dropped off Marie.
Yeah.
He did not get a great first impression of her.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're second or third. Marie's the best.
Well, we haven't found anything concrete. Mostly just like theoretical and historical.
You know, the war and the insurgents and the revolts and there was some guys at the university who were going to help us out and then
Murder
was
and most foul.
murdered.
Yes, I heard of that case. It seems quite odd.
Yeah. We never found out what really happened there.
From what I understand, it was
We should have asked Erica. Crap. Well,
We should have asked
we'll see her again. Erica probably knows.
Erica?
Yeah. So long story, but we're kind of part of House Demir now.
we're
Kinda?
affiliated.
We're contractors.
Yeah, have you been rubbing elbows with any of the guilds in town?
I've been spending a fair amount of time with the Senate, just transcribing, taking notes. They seem to have a lot of use of someone who's Hebrew's translating ancient draconic texts. So I've spent some time doing that with them, but largely just researching. They have some of the best, if not complicated, methods for doing so.
Complicated.
Well, they take very clear notes and notation, but a lot of it seems unnecessary and stuck in the cycle of everything being done the same way. So it's all quite complicated. I'll lend you a text on it
Wonderful.
if I remember where. found it.
Fantastic. Did you make much progress in the library when we were there?
Well, it seems that my research of the dragons of this land is complicated. It seems there's only one of any intelligent mind left. And speaking with him has not been something I've been able to accomplish as of yet.
Is he from this area?
It seems unclear. I know he lives currently here. He is acting as the current living embodiment of the Guild Pact itself.
Interesting. Sounds like a hard guy to get an appointment with.
Yes. I know that Marie had been working for him for some time, apparently, but didn't want to bother her when she was so disheveled, but that would be something I'd be interested in following up on myself on a later date.
Yes, I think we're planning on meeting up with Marie fairly soon, once she's rested and recovered a little bit.
Yes. She looked quite famished. That might take some time.
Give her a couple of days.
I do highly doubt that it will only take that long.
She's a little disheveled when we met her, though. To be fair.
Yes, I have seen several other inventors in similar states, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
And then you return home.
Wonderful.
Anything else you wanted to do before sleep?
I want to examine my new little shawl.
Okay. So,
And you got the pouch of money. Don't forget.
I want to count my money. I'm gonna go up to the roof and count my money.
Just throw in some coins at her while she's asleep.
My door is locked.
What kind of person is Harlan? Is Harlan a fair share kind of person?
That's up to you.
Only you can answer that.
Give me my money!
Your money.
So, woven into the fabric of your scarf is a charm of sorts, and really focusing in on it, you can tell that it has not made the scarf magical, but imbued you with the ability to access this magic for a temporary time. So here is the card to represent your Demir charm. Here is your choice of actions to take with it. But you understand that once an action is taken, it uses up that magic in its entirety. So it's almost like a scroll. So just as she touched it and blessed it with that magic, it'll disappear after it is used. Okay. So if that's where we are good to end, then we are going to level up to level 4.
Yay!
And I'm going to give you guys 2 weeks of downtime.
Oh.
So,
Serious homework.
yes. So, that is where we will end. Good D&Ds.
Good D&D.
Did you